Surprise, surprise. Guess who's getting to do some NASCAR this afternoon with y'all? So appreciate y'all being here. We didn't miss a race after all. We missed the qualifying. We missed the truck race. We missed the Xfinity race. But we're here for the most important one, the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix at COTA, baby, at the Circuits of America. Road coursing is not my thing. I'm an oval guy and I prefer it, but this is going to be fun right here. And we're going to have fun today. And we'll see maybe some wrecks. Who knows what we'll do? We'll do some in-car cameras, some audio, and all that good stuff. So appreciate everybody being here. And we're going to get going here. Yeah, there's all the Daniel says there it is. Daniel became a member the other day when I gifted him a bunch of stuff. So Daniel, welcome in as a member. I gave away 5 memberships during our basketball stream. So appreciate y'all having it out here. Hit that like button, y'all, as you're coming in. Make sure you're hitting that like button as we're going to have a good time here today. We're going to have the live leaderboard. We're going to have so much fun here on the channel today. So I appreciate all the love. And let's see here if I can do this. And I had some issues. I could not get the audio to work, the video to work, but it took me a little bit, so I'm just a little late, but everything else is not set up here. 1 second. Hang with me, guys, while I get that going. But we appreciate y'all hanging out here with us. Go Braves. That's right, Kenneth. What's up, Winnette? Hello, CeeLo Go. What's up, Daniel? What is up, Jack? He says he's picked Kyle Busch. Little Jack picked Kyle Busch. Uh-oh. He's good on that stuff. The Bright Wolf. What's up, Triton? What's going on? William Frederick, what's up? Bronny Forever, what's going on? Richard, hello, everybody. T-Van, you said you want me to wear a different hat, so there you go. You get a different hat. I got a different hat. So is this okay? Is this a good one? But so I got you a different hat there for you guys to look at today. Scott, what's going on? Kelly says, how about them Vols? Go Duke, she says. So what's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all hanging out with us today on the channel. We're gonna have a good time. And let me just get everything going, and we'll let you listen in to the live auto. Listen to Kyle Larson. Let's go.
Had the success yesterday and has had success this year. And it's been March sadness for the Ford drivers. No victories, but the defending champion of Ford, Ryan Blaney, hopes to get them in gear as we continue live.
Still carrying that flag for sure, Ryan Blaney for the Ford camp.
Here's what's ahead on Around the Turn.
Race day is rolling along right here on Fox as Kevin Harvick sits down with last week's brightest star, Denny Hamlin. We'll find out if he's feeling more like the hero or the villain amongst JGR's recent success. Speaking of competition, Chase Elliott joins us before he attempts to get his second win here in Austin. Then things get saucy as the man of the people reveals the key ingredient for a great tailgate. And back inside the course, Michael asks the hard-hitting questions on his grid walk amongst the stars. All that and more ahead on Fox.
All right, so it's going to be a good time here. Hope everybody's had a good day. Welcome, happy Sunday morning to you guys. And it's overcast there in Austin, Texas. And we have everything ready to go. It's a miracle. It's all working. What's up, Butterfly? What is going on? And let's see here. Butterfly, she always comes in and she's always nice to us and she's always coming and saying hey, so we'll definitely do that for her. There you go. Welcome, Butterfly. You're always there. Welcome in. Jamie, what's going on? Thank you for your kind message the other day. I appreciate that yesterday and all the comments. I thought week off anyway. Thanks for the view. Yeah, Dominic, plans changed. We decided not to stay where we were staying. So we decided to drive home, and I listened to the Vols game last night. Oh my gosh. My blood pressure was through the roof last night with the Vols, and oh my gosh. But we're going to be bringing you live audio today, and then we're also doing a basketball game tonight. We're going to do the Yukon Huskies versus the Northwestern Huskies, so that should be awesome as well. So here we go with the circling here. Let's see what we have to work this here, but you're welcome. So dropping 11, Kathleen, there you go. And all your emojis are up to date, y'all, for the current cars. So everything should be good to go on that. Let me bring this down just a little. Nope. Oh, let me go. There we go. So appreciate hitting that like button. Keep on hitting that like button for us. Let's see if we can blow it out of the water again today on the channel. So thank you so much for everything so far, guys. And make sure you vote in the poll. Does Kyle Larson win it? Does SVG? SVG had the lead yesterday in the Xfinity race. And then just one mistake, Kyle Larson's like, okay, I'll take that and I'll win this race. So awesome. Linda becoming a rookie member. Thank you so much, Linda, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you being here. And you have access to all of those emojis. I'm here at COTA, turn 12, so won't be here long. Awesome, Butterfly. Have a good time. And maybe we'll be looking for you. Jump up and down or wave or something like, hey, go get you a sign that says, hey, CeeLo and V, what's up? Something like that. But we're going to have some fun here at the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix live from the from the circuits of the Americas. So let's listen in.
It was probably the easiest and best experience I've ever had.
That's so nice. And I hear you got $2,000 more for your car than any competitor would give you.
I did. It was unbelievable. I got more money there than any other dealership by far.
And what sticks out to me is I will go back.
If I could leave more than 5 stars, I would. But I will definitely go back to Echo Park.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to take advantage of this great deal. Just go to echopark.com to learn more.
Driver of the 11 car, Denny Hamlin, has led in every race this year, the only driver to do so. Always one of the great personalities in this sport, as shown when he won last week at Bristol.
NASCAR put down resin compound.
We're going to start having issues. Got to take care of the tires. Do you think it's the resin that's
what a week last week, right, y'all? Huge stream for us last week.
You got enough tires at this rate?
Denny Hamlin wins a wild one in Bristol. Once it became a tire management race, really liked our chances.
Denny Hamlin is a very polarizing driver.
Feels so good to win in Bristol.
Well, Denny Hamlin, his 52nd career win. You know, you got to race against him, Kevin. I mean, just last year, you were out there through all of your years competing against him. Had a chance now to talk to him.
Yeah, Denny is such a polarizing
Keep
personality.
Hitting that like button, y'all. We're coming in.
He's a
over
veteran.
100 folks
He's a
in here
pro.
already. Hit
he
that
works
like
as
button
hard
for
as
us.
anybody in this garage, and he wins races. And I was excited to sit down with him and see what he had to say.
I appreciate you taking the time to come join us. As I tell everybody that I've raced against, it's a little bit awkward to sit down and actually have to interview you. So the first thing I want to ask about, Joe gives
33 likes. Let's go.
you pretty
That's
bad
right.
this week about your jeans.
Keep it coming.
You would
Let's
think
listen to
after
Denny
all
Hamlin.
these years the man could afford a pair of pants.
I knew when I walked out of the house, I looked down and I'm
Freaking
like,
Hamlin,
this
that's
is
right.
not going to fly with Joe for sure. So I did remind him, though, Joe, those pair of pants cost less than a set of tires.
Denny Hamlin has taken the race lead.
The race is on.
Got a pin here.
Denny Hamlin is going to win Bristol.
What was your
Turn
opinion
12.
of the race? Obviously, you won, so the opinion was pretty good.
The Daniel
It kinda landed
Suarez
right in my
section.
wheelhouse.
Awesome.
But I found myself, even when I
What's
watched
up,
the race
Rowdy?
back, being wildly entertained. It's been a long time, maybe never in the Cup Series have I been a part of a race where the driver played that huge of a role in the result.
Another one. My favorite racetrack. Thank you.
How big of a part was the crew chief? The dynamic between you guys is so good.
I don't think there's any secret that Chris has rejuvenated my career. I think he is just a guy that has really pushed me to get better. But I think of him like the head coach. I'm the quarterback, he's the head coach. That is my job, right, is to run whatever play he tells me.
Let's talk about this black hat situation. Not the one you have on
I
today.
got one on.
Yeah. Was there a time where you just said, screw it, take this on, I don't care, we need a villain?
It really took off after I did or did not get into Kyle Larson at Pocono.
Leaning on each other. Larson's in the fence.
I just feel like I've reached the point in my career where
What's up?
I'm
Hi,
comfortable
me.
in
What's
my
going
own skin,
on?
And there's something about it that I feed off of. When I get into these incidences, that just gets the best out of me on the racetrack.
You throw a rock, I'm going to throw a concrete block back. He's just a hack to hack and short track racing. I beat your favorite driver.
I love
What's
that.
the year that
Short
you
track
look
racing.
back on and you say, man, that one got away from us?
I mean, 2010's the easiest answer. You know, it's just things didn't work out. But I'm at peace with, whatever happens. But trust me, I'm working hard every day to continue to get better at every track so I can just keep giving myself opportunities.
Not Rowdy.
Last fun question. Michael Jordan, Joe Gibbs, calling at the same time. Which one are you answering first?
Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Well, he said he would answer that phone call first because Joe Gibbs has an unlisted number, and he thought it might be spam calling. But one of the most intriguing parts of that interview for me, and I think one of the most important part of what happens on this grid in today's NASCAR world, driver-crew chief relationship. And when I listen to Chris Gabehart and Denny Hamlin on the radio, if Chris Gabehart tells Denny Hamlin to drive off of a cliff, he's going to drive it off of the cliff. And that's the kind of trust that it takes in order to win races and be competitive week after week.
Well, it was great as Denny is saying hi to the fans, and we're standing right next to his car. It was great seeing Michael Jordan yesterday out here at qualifying and practice. He talked obviously about the working relationship there. One road course win for him over his 52 career wins. And how about, I guess people don't boo you a lot if you're not really good. So over his career, he's kind of eased into the villain role, but he certainly has personality, and he doesn't hold back.
That's sports. In any sport, if you win a little, they love you. You win a lot, they don't like you anymore. We saw it with our best, Dale Earnhardt. With he went through that in his career, and certainly Denny's there. But I like what you said. Driver, crew chief, communication, and that goes both ways. When Denny says something in that car, he listens and he goes to work and trying to make an adjustment for it.
And I know you guys have been on obviously Toyota dominating, especially Joe Gibbs. They've led 75% of the last two races, along with the 2 wins. Obviously, Denny Hamlin a part of that. Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell have contributed to success on that as well. Is this a year for Denny to win the championship real quick?
Well, they put a lot of emphasis on Phoenix, and we saw them go there and just absolutely stomp everybody. So Denny spun out, passing for the lead in that race. So they put a big emphasis on Phoenix, and I think that this could be the year that it all comes together.
Well, we'll continue live. Go ahead.
No. I think it comes down to racetracks like this. You have to be good on all forms of racing, and that's what Gibbs is doing right now.
Yeah, and again, this is the first of 5 road courses. There's a guy who's won more road courses than any other driver in today's race. We'll talk with Chase Elliott and Michael from the grid walk in Austin, where it's weird, and so he's a perfect fit.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Bronny says, well, surely that message has flipped for Rowdy, considering he won 95% of his races with JGR, and when he was hated, but now is absolutely loved since moving into RCR. What's going? Yes, sir. Also, what's up off the grid? Oh Lord, do you live in your mother's basement? Oh, you're back, huh? Making a lot more money, buddy. Rebel X, lots of emphasis on the 11 team and Denny Hamlin in pre-race. Yeah, well, I mean, he came off the win last week, so that's how it goes. Let's see. Chris George sweating yesterday against the Tennessee game. Also, I wonder what happened to the money team racing, considering that 20 through 11 is running number 50. Yes. So we'll see what happens with that. A little surprise there with him. Special race for him with the road course here. So keep on hitting that like button for us. We're trying to get to 100 likes before the green flag. So let's see if we can get up there. We're at 42. Let's get to 100 likes before the green flag drops here. So appreciate everybody being here. And South Virginia, what's going on? Appreciate you. Easy Denny. People with glasses, jaws shouldn't throw rocks. There you go. But I know a couple people said that I needed a new hat. So there you go. I have a new hat. I'm not sure that's what you were thinking, but you get a new hat to look at today, and that's how it goes. So hope everybody's doing well today. We're going to bring you the live audio of the race today. We're going to have in-car cameras. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun here today, so keep on hitting that like button. Let's see if we can get to 10,500 today on the subscribers. So appreciate y'all. For a moment there, I thought it was Tony Stewart in a Denny Hamlin cap. Okay. So didn't get to do the qualifying yesterday. Didn't get to do the Xfinity race or the truck race. We were out of town, but came back home, and now we're here to give you the live Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix. Next weekend, we'll be back to normal. No trucks next weekend, just Xfinity and Cup. So Saturday, Cup racing, qualifying, practice / and then the Xfinity race, and then the Cup race is not till 6 o'clock at night on the channel. So night race at Richmond. So it should be fun. So hope everybody's doing well. Plus we got NCAA basketball next week. This week coming up as well. Thursday, the Vols play on Friday. So should be fun.
The Americas, 1,800 acres just outside of downtown Austin, and that is the observation tower.
The Cup, yeah.
Way up there, over
William Byron
just over 250 feet It's a great view of the layout here and the race that we're counting you down to, where the fans, Clint Boyer, are always fun to talk to, and you find the best of them in your continuing search for the Tailgate King.
The Tailgate Kings is back, and every track's different,
Ernest,
right? Now,
let's see. I can do that for you. Let's see
here.
here.
Tailgater, there's one element you must master, especially in a state like Texas, and that's good old
SVG,
barbecue.
Ernest. Hold on a
They had
second.
a barbecue competition here at COTA, and man, oh man, was it fun. I got in on the judging, Kevin. These ribs were dynamite. So good.
I don't see Gavin here. Gavin, are you here? Not many 48 fans. I know San Diego Kid is, but you don't think he's a member. But Ernest, you're a member, so we'll where's Bowman starting on this?
We all know in Texas, y'all take your barbecue
starting 17.
serious.
SPG in 12.
I am. That's 3 of the 5 that said you're the best.
7-time world champion.
7 times.
But I also know you can't trust a skinny chef, and I don't know that they have that down yet. They are all skinny.
Hold on. You're in big trouble.
3 extra above.
All right, boys, judging this thing, how's it work? So 1 bite.
How it tastes and the texture.
These are the top 4 ribs of America right here. This suspense is killing me. I cannot wait any longer. Here we go. This one. Holy smokes. Ah! Winner! All right, guys, that's all. I'm going to go ahead and stay. I'm good. Shoo-shoo.
What you didn't see right there is they
New
set
Black
me up,
Hat
Kevin.
Village, yeah.
They put 1 through 4 underneath of it, right? Marked them out, and I had to see which one was the
Ribs
best.
look good. They did,
according
Red Light.
to the judges. I
Now you want
nailed
me
it.
some
I won
barbecue.
right there. They were so good.
Well, you are a professional eater.
Yes. And other things. Don't forget to hit him up on Clint Boyer on X for the next stop.
Richmond, you're on deck.
We'll be there, right, Easter
You're
evening.
on deck.
That should be a lot. It was kind of like a NASCAR tailgate crawl, I mean, in these parts. Let's welcome in Chase Elliott. He's got his share of fans. Again, most popular driver.
You see those 9s in the chat, y'all. 9s in the chat for Chase Elliott. 9s in the
7
chat
of his
if you're a
18
Chase
career
Elliott
wins
fan.
have been on road courses. And coming off his best finish of the season, 8th at Bristol in the 9 car, starting 9th today. And Chase, it's good to see you. You won the first time here, and you were 4th, I think, the second time. And then, of course, last year, injury you missed. What's your thought process, or maybe your mindset coming into today's race here?
Yeah, the toughest thing for me this weekend is the time it's been since I've been here. It's been 2 years, obviously, skipping the race last year. So just trying to get back up to speed, and road course racing is so much about rhythm and finding a good cadence and getting in a good flow. At least for me, that's the most important piece. And then I feel like the pace will follow that. So just trying to find that rhythm and flow has been the challenge this weekend. But was happy with the progress yesterday by the time we got to qualifying with our Napa Chevy, and looking forward to just getting some more laps. That's always helpful for me and to finding that. So excited.
I was the same type of driver. I had to get into a flow and a rhythm. When you switched from the old car to the new car, what's the biggest difference that you had to concentrate on to get used to this new next-gen car on the road races?
I think the biggest thing were the brakes to start. The brakes had such a different feel, and I don't really know why, because we always had big brakes on road course cars, even with the old generation cars. So just I'm not sure what about the braking system that was different, but it certainly seems like it likes a different feel. And then obviously just trying to balance out those rear stop loads and understand how hard you can be on them. Obviously we're really aggressive across the curbs. Low air makes those stops feel worse. So balancing all those things out. So I'd say a combination of the rear stops and how aggressive you have to be on those things, and the braking system.
Well, and I've called those races, Chase. I remember vividly watching you win these races. That's where your strong suit was with that old car, under the brakes. So it's funny that you bring that up, being what you're struggling with this. Last time we were here, we were actually calling the race together, right?
We were.
You were in Colorado, banged up, and I was up in the booth. We were calling this thing, guys. Had so much fun, but obviously way more fun calling you out on this racetrack. Great memories here.
Yeah, for sure. It was about 15 of us trying to call the race last year. You should have been there. It was.
Your dad was involved as well.
But it was. Yeah, definitely. You never want to watch a race from the couch, especially when your car is on the track. And a lot more fun being here. But yeah, the race last year was crazy. It looked like the restart zone adjustments that they had made yesterday at least made us look not as dumb as it was at the end of that race last year. It was there were times at the end of that thing I just wanted to cover my face. I was watching that thing from the couch. I'm like, do we look like this all the time? So I do think that it's better, and obviously I thought it was a really good race yesterday, and I think you're in to see some more of that today.
Yeah, and I know the drivers lobbied or petitioned for that restart zone, and so you're happy with it, and we look forward to seeing you in action today. All right, have a good one. Thanks, Chase.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Take care. All right, in his Chevrolet, and he's, as I mentioned, won more road courses than any other driver.
Tyler Reddick, William
Byron,
Ty Gibbs,
on the favorites board. Tyler Reddick
and
won
Christopher
this race
Bell
last year. Kevin, who jumps out at you on this list?
You guys know I like the top of the board, so I'm going with Tyler Reddick. He's won here.
You're going to leave that? All right, then I'm going to go right down the board, just a couple. Ty Gibbs, both Toyotas, mind you.
And we're looking for Fords to make some noise on the long shot on the long shot board. Got Allmendinger up there. Austin Cindric was pretty good in practice or qualifying, I should say, among the Fords.
Yeah, well, you put the long shots on that board, and probably Denny Hamlin. If I'm going to have to take one off of that board.
No chance. AJ Allmendinger, he was really good here last year. Always a good road course racer. Was good yesterday. AJ Allmendinger all the way.
And is this where maybe Kyle Busch, who's been good on road courses, can break through? You guys are going to head up to the booth with Mike Joy to call the race. Look forward to it. It's a great one last week. We're really on a roll here.
It's going to be another one today.
Fantastic races. Yeah, don't forget all that kind of stopping, starting. What do we have? Speeds from 40 miles per hour up to 170 miles per hour. That's the adjustment, and they'll have to handle those 20 turns. The Grid Walk with Michael Waltrip live from Austin, Texas, as we count you down closer to the start of the race. Stay with us. I hope you will.
All right. Appreciate everybody being here. Keep hitting that like button as you come in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do NASCAR here every weekend, and we would love for you to hit that subscribe button for us as you are coming in. William Byron's on the pole. Ty Gibbs on the outside. Eric Church's boy, Ty Gibbs on the outside. Tyler Reddick in third. Christopher Bell fourth. Corey LaJoie fifth. Ross Chastain sixth. Martin Truex Jr. seventh. Denny Hamlin eighth. Chase Elliott 9th, Bubba Wallace 10th, Austin Cindric's going to be in 11th, SVG, who almost won the Xfinity race yesterday. Could he do it here today? We'll see. He's in 12th, Justin Haley in 13th, AJ Allmendinger in 14th, Kyle Larson 15th, Kyle Busch in 16th, Alex Bowman in 17th, Carson Hocevar in 18th, 19th is Daniel Suarez, and 20th is Chris Buescher. So there's your top 20. We'll do the next set here after the next commercial break. But I know you couldn't stay away from NASCAR yet, Curtis. It just worked out that way where we came back early, so that's always good. Hope everybody's doing well, and appreciate all the love so far today on all the things here today. Appreciate y'all. Trying to see if I didn't miss anything. And Ernest, there is now a emoji for SVG. That 16 car is in there. Remember, AJ Allmendinger is not in that 16 car anymore. He's an Xfinity, but sometimes he runs in that 16 car. But he is running in the 13 car today with SVG in the 16. So keep on hitting that like button for us as you're coming in. We're trying to get to 100 likes before the green flag, and pit walk's going to be coming up here with Michael Waltrip here in just a second. And we're going to be bringing the live audio of the race, the Fox broadcast. We're going to be bringing you in-car cameras, the live leaderboard here on the screen, and a whole bunch more fun. The emojis and everything is set. And hold on, I got to go in here to Streamlabs and make sure I change that too. As I got home really late last night, and I was like, oh, I got to plan this. I planned the stream and all that, but I did not do the other things. So keep on hitting that subscribe button, y'all. We'd love for you to join our NASCAR community here on the channel. It's so much fun. And we're, like I said, we're going to have some fun today. And you're gambling in the chat. Our mini games are available. Exclamation point points to find how many points you have. And then exclamation point gamble those points. The more points you get, the more you can have. Bring up your favorite NASCAR driver. I have pretty much a good selection of them for the thing. So here we go. Back to it.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, powering every lap, every mile, and every victory on the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven.
Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart
of Texas. Oh, that's going to be a good one. I'm gonna have to I'm going to have to break that one off. It caught me off guard. We're going to pause it here for the music, so that'll definitely bring a copyright for sure, but we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't a long enough little clip there. I may have not watched this guy for long, but he seems like an awesome dude. Thanks, Nathan. I appreciate that. We're ready to have some fun here on the channel. Keep on hitting that like button. And subscribing to the channel. That's even more important. So we can grow our community and get a whole bunch of folks in here. The last Bristol race, which was a crazy one with the tires and all that stuff, we ended up 1,200 folks in here at the end of the race, and we had a huge stream, over 10,000 views on that. So we'd love for you to be here. Or no, 20,000 views. Sorry, 20,000 views for the Bristol race. So if you guys are ready to have fun today, I am ready to have some fun. And let's have some fun together. On lap 3, just some homework here. On lap 3, we're going to be bringing you the live. We're going to be honoring Dale Sr. So when I put these 3 fingers up, we're going to honor Dale Sr. Let's go back to it right now.
On his grid walk, and Michael, hey, I like those pants. Very weird, very stylish.
That's me, Chris. You know well that's what I do. I've caught up with Tyler Reddick and Steve Sarkisian, Texas head coach. How good's that sound?
Sounds really good, man, especially in Austin, Texas, that's for sure.
I brought you a present. That's my car. I used to race for Texas, if you see that.
Well, how about that? We got to get him to drive one that says like 2025, you know what I mean? National champs, and get you one of these. That's pretty sweet.
His motto is all gas, no brakes. We got a little bit of bad news for him today, don't we?
Yes, the brake pedal is important here, but that's a great saying. I think I had on one of my helmets at Darlington a couple years ago. So, I do like to live by that motto, but yeah, the brakes are really important here for sure.
Sorry, Steve.
Well, I understand. You know, we're not an oval course today, so we're gonna need some brakes.
You got it.
Bad hat.
We're gonna get some brakes too. See what Willie B's doing. What are y'all talking about? Are you downloading all some important information there?
He's got key. Yeah. He's got key info for the start here.
Have fun. Skeet Ulrich, Giancarlo, how are you, sir?
Doing great, thank you.
I'm Michael Waltrip. This is the Grid Walk on Fox Sports. We wander the grid, talk to the stars, and you two stars have a new show, and I know you're a part of the racing family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a show called Parish. Comes out on AMC next Sunday.
Oh, that's cool. He is Ricky Rudd's nephew, Skeet Ulrich, and he's one of my favorite actors. You're going to get to have some fun today with the flag and all this stuff.
Yeah, Grand Marshal, baby. Happy to be here. I play a driver in Parish. I'm happy to be here to see the real drivers do their thing.
Can I have your hat?
Sure can.
Oh, thank you. We're going to the ceremony.
F1's faster for sure. Gang of 4.
Austin native, Longhorn legend, and current LA Chargers kicker, Cameron Dicker.
Hey, during the national anthem, guys, USA
Lord,
in the chat.
Thank you for the opportunity for all of us to be here today, Father. I pray that you're with these men as they're out there on the track today. Keep them safe throughout their whole day. Most importantly, I pray that your love just fills everybody's heart in here today, Father. Through the highs and lows of the day, I pray that you just allow us to feel your love and have us pray to you all day, every day. So I thank you for everything you do in Jesus' name.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from the San Antonio Police Department, Officer Rebecca Vermeulen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land.
find out who could be the first repeat winner in Austin, or maybe we'll see the first repeat winner this season. Stay with us on Fox and you'll find out.
All right, so let's take a look through 21 through 39. So 21 is going to be Austin Dillon, John Hunter Nemechek in 22nd, Kaz Grala in that 15, Ford in 23rd, Ryan Preece in 24th. I'm not even going to try to say that name. Kabashi in 25th, and that 50 Toyota. That should be interesting to see how he does in this track. I think it's a one-time deal. Maybe he's in Watkins Glen too as well. 26 is Todd Gillinan. 27th, Michael McDowell. Ryan Blaney, 28th. Harrison Burner, 29th. Recky Spithouse Jr. in 30th. Josh Berry there in 31st, the rookie. 32nd is Chase Briscoe. Daniel Hemrick in 33rd. Zane Smith, 34th. Joey Logano, 35th. Man, what a bad. And then Brad Keselowski in 36th. Tommy Hill in 37th. Eric Jones in 38th. And Noah Gragson all the way in the very back. So appreciate y'all being here. We got a little new sports ticker. If you guys like college basketball, I know it's that time of year with college NCAA. You can keep up with your college teams down there on the bottom. I got college basketball going. And, okay, so we got to turn the American flag off. That's probably what's going on there. Okay, there we go. So, so we got the college ticker down there for you guys to keep up with your college scores. We've been doing NCAA basketball here on the channel, and we're always a big thing. I'm a big UT fan. We had a huge close game last night against Texas, but we move on to the Sweet 16 against Creighton. That'll be coming up on Friday on this channel. And then Thursday, we'll pick some type of game on Thursday to watch. And also tonight, we're going to be doing UConn versus Northwestern. So make sure you tune in for that if you like NCAA college basketball. Back at it. Here we go.
Elite competitor. Next is a way.
Not yet. Okay.
This is one of the big shows in NASCAR.
While we love to romanticize the past,
Denny Hamlin is going to win Bristol.
they know it's
I love
a fleeting
it. Bright
distraction.
Wolf. Great trade.
They come to the green.
Green flag.
Because in the unforgiving grind of professional sport, everything
You didn't
moves
like it,
too
Gary?
quickly for extended glances in the
What's up,
rearview
Dallas?
mirror.
Send
And
a
the
cards,
best way
go
to
balls.
approach the unpredictable twists and turns of a season
What's up,
is with a
Gene?
laser
What's going on?
focus on what's immediately ahead.
Thank you for that subscribe. Appreciate it.
Fox Sports welcomes you to Austin, Texas, and the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix from
Go
Circuit
Stars.
of the Americas.
Richard.
Today, 39 elite athletes, drivers born in the United States, Mexico, New Zealand, and Japan, will face one of the toughest tests in all of the 36-race NASCAR Cup season. This demanding 20-turn road course for 232 miles. Hi, everybody. Mike Joy with Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer. Kevin, what makes this one of the toughest challenges anywhere in this sport?
Everything.
Stay. Hold on one second. I'll get it for you.
It has high-speed corners, slow-speed corners, heavy braking, light braking. You got to go uphill, downhill. And, oh, by the way, you can make a lot of mistakes on every lap. As a driver, you will not make a perfect lap all day.
Not one, Kevin?
Not one.
Boy, somebody better, or they're not going to win this thing. But it does truly have it. The restarts are always crazy, chaotic. And what drivers does that play a role in? Man, these Toyotas have been red hot. I think it stays that way. I think Tyler Reddick is going to obviously have a great day today. Ty Gibbs, can he get this first win that he's been looking for?
We don't know if there's one corner here that contributes to a perfect lap, but we know of Calamity Corner, and there are two of them. Turn 1 coming up that huge rise down the front straightaway, and turn 8.
Well, turn 1 is going to start right off the bat on the original start here, because you have to take all the track position that you can get. But you better be on defense too, and you better know who's around you and where you can go and where you can't go, because they're going to run into each other, they're going to push each other wide, and there's going to be half of them mad at each other before we even make it to turn 2.
Well, it's certainly the first passing opportunity, but you can take a lot more than an opportunity. Then you come all the way around the racetrack to turn 11, turn 12. That really opens the door up. But let's look at this overhead right here. You can see straight up the hill, over 100 feet of elevation change from the straight of the front stretch up there to the hill, the top of the hill, down through the S's, Kevin. A lot of speed here.
Well, and the S's is all about rhythm. This is a very uniquely shaped S's, but it's all downhill.
Tom
so
S.
you get into turn 3,
Tom,
and as you go
thanks
from
for that
4, 5
subscribe.
to 6, it's all trying to just manage the speed with the brakes and the throttle and put the car in the right spot so you don't go over those curbs and get a penalty.
Those S's have track limits. We'll discuss that in detail a bit later, but NASCAR will monitor drivers who stray too far off course, trying to straighten out what Buddy Baker once said of Riverside, California. The S's? You mean that straightaway with dirt on each side? Yeah. Then turn 8. Boy, there's some divots to the inside of that if you vary off track, and some of that dirt, well, it'll end up on the racetrack. Lots of challenges here at Circuit of the Americas, a track built for Formula One, just outside Austin, Texas, plays host to F1, to motorcycle racing a month from now, but this weekend, the focus is on NASCAR, and today, its premier series, NASCAR Cup. Let's go trackside.
Circuit of the Americas. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. Are you ready to get the NASCAR Cup Series Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix started? Here to give the command to fire engines is Emmy and SAG nominee, Giancarlo Esposito.
Drivers, start your engines!
Let's go. Hit that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 100 likes before the green flag. Hit that like button for us and subscribe.
This four-wheeled soap opera is about to play out over the twists and turns of the 20-turn road course in Texas.
All right, it's that time, y'all, where we decide who you're going to pick to win this race. Let me see in the chats. You're welcome, Scott. Appreciate you being here as a member. Thank you, all the members. Thanks, my wife, Spain, my lovely wife. I love you for letting me hang out with you guys this afternoon. And thank you to my mods. Thank you to my members. And thank you guys for watching. All of y'all, welcome watching there. We got a lot of stuff you can choose from, but you choose me, and that's awesome, and I appreciate you. So I'm going to try to entertain you as much as I can today, bringing you the live audio of the race, and we're bringing you in-car cameras. We're going to have the live leaderboard. So much fun, redeems, and all that good stuff. We're going to talk NASCAR. If you're a member, you can have the emojis there. There's so many emojis for different cars. I hope you have fun today. Keep the chat clean. But remember, this is a driver-friendly chat, and you guys can support your driver. Even if you like Bubba Wallace, or it doesn't matter who you like. It doesn't matter. You support them as much as you can. Just keep it clean. We all have disliked drivers. Everybody doesn't like Denny, but I take it. I don't get upset. So y'all have fun today. Let's have some fun. Let's watch this race together, and let's see who comes out in victory at the end of this race. So let me see where you're from, who you got. Christopher Bell got Mountain Billy with the 12. Let's see, the 19 or the 20. Gene's going. The 16 or 13, Ernest is saying. Ronnie says, hoping Rowdy, but I'm going Reddick. There you go. Thanks, Steele and family, for sharing him with us. That's right, Richard. Corey LaJoy is going to win. Ooh, look at that. Craig Webber with Corey LaJoy. Wow, that's a huge one right there. Let's see. Young Money sweeps, Jimmy says. Kyle Larson. Love from Toronto. Awesome. Shep, appreciate you being here. Bronny says, Blaney is starting. P28, such a gamble, but oh well. Jack says, Little Jack picked Kyle Busch and William Byron. So there you go. Little Jack, man, he knows what's going on. Little Jack is always picking the winner. Even if it's basketball or racing or whatever, that's what he's got. So here we go, back at it.
Let's have a look at this 20-turn road course.
It starts right here up the top of the hill, turn 1, Calamity Hill. You see a lot of wheel lockup. We saw yesterday in practice and qualifying, and these massive, crazy, chaotic restarts, 3, 4, 5, who knows, 12 wide. Now you get down to the S. There's a lot of speed here, Kevin, all the way through, switching back left, right, turn 8. Look for turn 8. We're seeing a lot of stuff. The thing about the S's you have to be careful of and mindful of as a driver, there's a penalty. You get those 4 tires underneath those rumble strips, it's a penalty, foul every time.
Yeah, and as you go from 7 to 8, 8 is where we're going to have a lot of dirt on the racetrack as the drivers will try to cut inside of the racetrack and hook the car around the corner. You see this huge divot that they dug during the Xfinity race yesterday. And if you're offline right there, it's massive lap time, and you open yourself up to get past
David
going
says
into turn
Larson.
11. As we go down into turn 11, this sets up a long straightaway all
Jason
the way
says
down
Corey
to 12
LaJoy
to
as
another
well.
passing zone, and also a spot that where you can get collected just like that.
That wasn't a very good pass.
Yeah, that was not a good pass right there.
race.
But as you go into turn 12, it sets up this stadium section in 13,
Ooh,
14, 15 that allows you to get a run over to this
Nice.
carousel, 16, 17, 18, that goes
Gotta take
over
care of those tires,
through the
Jamie, that's
momentum here through this carousel over into 19 and 20, which set up the last 2 corners on the course, and also a great spot to pass in 20.
Look at the elevation change.
That
Obviously,
100
the
likes,
observation
y'all.
deck, 250 feet, very cool, but 134 feet all the way up the hill to that turn 1.
You guys sound out of breath.
Yeah, that's
just
a long
describing it, never mind driving it.
Wait till you see these drivers.
Yeah. Let's
let's
check in with one of those guys right now. Hey, William Byron.
That
Kevin,
same
up in
will
the
get
Fox
into
booth. You
it
got a
with
copy?
Bubba.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Let me get my
Hey, buddy,
in-car
you've had a
camera
lot
going
of
here.
success qualifying well. What is it going to take today to turn that pole position into a win?
Yeah, it's just going to take solid execution.
Thank you so much
Just
for that.
kinda keep our wits
Otis
about us
Stewart.
all race, just stay cool and get through all the different strategy calls and plays, whether we lose some track position at times or gain it. So just try to do my job in here, drive the best I can, and put ourselves up front at the end.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to us. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And with that, let's take a look at the Echo Park Automotive starting grid for today's race. You've heard from William Byron, who has won the pole here for the 2nd year in a row. Ty Gibbs has tied his best career start as he will share the front row. Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick, both in Toyotas, in row number 2. And let's have Clint dial up Tyler Reddick, defending champ of this race.
Tyler Reddick, Sporing the boys up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. Got you guys.
Man, all eyes are on you. Obviously, won this
Willie
race
B's
last
car
year.
right
A lot
here.
of confidence rolling into this weekend, and still bad fast. What do you got for me?
Yeah, it was adventurous day of practice and qualifying for us, but yeah, it was good
Great
to
ice
be
cream.
able to rebound from my mistake in round 2 and on hot tires place it 3rd in the qualifying order. So got some cars to pass, but we got a decent pit stall, and I'm excited to see what this thing has on the long run compared to our competition.
Well, man, I appreciate the time. We're excited to watch you. Good luck out there, bud.
Thank you, guys.
All right, row 3, Corey LaJoy with his career best start, and Ross Chastain, whose first Cup win was memorable. It came here in 2021. Regan Smith.
Well, Mike, you're exactly right. 2 years ago, Ross Chastain in Trackhouse Racing served notice to the entire Cup Series that
thank you
they
guys
were
so
here
much,
to stay,
y'all.
scoring his first win and the company's first win at Circuit of the Americas. This is a track that Ross has been very good at, top 5s in all of his starts as he's come to Circuit of the Americas. He said, I've
one
had
more.
comfort
That's right,
since the
y'all. What's
first
for
laps
dinner? I
on
don't
this
know.
racetrack. This weekend, the same thing. He qualified 6th yesterday, good in practice, felt very good about his race car, and their chances to go out there and get another win at Circuit of the Americas.
Let's look at row 4. A 5-time road course winner, Martin Truex Jr., and last week's winner at Bristol, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
Row 5, Chase Elliott, 7-time road course winner, folks. And then on his outside, Bubba Wallace, I can't believe I'm saying this, yet to finish a race
Baby
at COTA.
Gibbs.
Fast in practice, though.
All right, row
Wrecked
number
Byron
6,
in turn
Austin
1.
Cindric, the best performing Ford in qualifying. Shane Van Gisbergen from
That's
New
I like
Zealand,
that, Jack.
the Chicago winner last year, 3-time Supercar champ.
Eric, what's
and,
going on, man?
The leader of our road course ringers, along with A.J. Allmendinger and Kamui Kobayashi from Japan.
Kobayashi,
both
okay, I got
part-timers
it.
on the Cup Series here, trying to steal a win. Jamie Little.
Shane Van Gisbergen making his 3rd career Cup start. He's got that win, as you mentioned, top 10 in the other one. Now, he's running full-time in the Xfinity Series. So yesterday, he ran the race here, and what a show he put on. Now, he came across the line in 2nd, but he was penalized through the S's, a place we're going to be watching all day. He ended up 27th. Today, he rolls off 12th. I don't expect that 16 car to stay there very long. Josh Sims.
Well, Jamie, Alex Bowman is one of just 3 drivers to finish in the top 10 of all 3 races here in Austin. When I asked him about that earlier, he said there's something about this track that gives me an edge. I'm not a road course guy, but I've found success here. Where he hasn't found success, that's qualifying. Been the Achilles heel of this team, and it happened once again. Qualified 17th, but during practice he said he felt good
so
about
much,
the
guys.
car, and if he can
Appreciate
work
it.
his
Keep
way
hitting that
through the
like
field,
button.
he should be a factor.
150 is our new goal. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Josh. Field comes down pit road to check pit road speed. And there's a special Echo Park Automotive pace car leading the field today with Michael Waltrip behind the wheel, giving Echo Park 5-star review customers a ride of a lifetime.
I'm here at the Echo Park hospitality area with my buddy RJ. RJ, you bought a car through Echo Park.
Yes,
Tell
I
me
did.
about your experience.
I had a lot of different options and variety to choose from. Had a 10 out of 10 experience.
50% of the cars at Echo Park are $25,000 or less. That's a real deal. What sticks out to me, she went above and beyond.
We'll
That's
see
what
what he
Echo
does.
Park is all about.
Watch him go through the field. We would do the in-car camera of
You know
him.
what you're going to get to do now? Hop in this car and go for a pace car ride around the track.
Awesome, let's go.
Let's do it.
Quite,
you can
Trey.
go to
Not quite, Trey.
EchoPark.com to learn more.
Not quite.
Well, as we get set to
y'all
go
coming in
road
here, hit
racing
that
in
like
Texas,
button for
let's
us.
take
We're
a
about to go
closer
to green
look
flag.
at the Cup Car's sequential shifter with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
Yeah, Mike, shifting will be the
Chastain
name of the
to
game.
win.
That 5-speed sequential shifter
what he
will
does,
get a
former
workout
winner.
with the driver shifting about 20 to 24 times a lap. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, and we'll show you actually how this system works. You see the shift lever there. As we took the body off of our Camry,
Chase
it is
Elliott
hooked
will
to
win,
a shifter
Mr.
rod.
Andy Walt.
It goes through the rear firewall to the gearbox. Now, when you go back to the shift lever itself, you just downshifting and upshifting. Now, to downshift, what you do getting in the corner, you go 4th, 3rd, just keep moving it ahead. They'll go to first gear here on this racetrack 6 to 7 times a lap. To upshift, you just keep pulling it back. We'll go to 5th at least one time down that long back straightaway between 11 and 12. Mike, if you do the numbers 20 to 24 times a lap, that's about 1,400 times they'll be shifting today.
What you have to be careful of if you're Shane Van Gisbergen, Larson, some of these guys that were in yesterday's race, that's an H pattern. Do not make a mistake and downshift this race car and blow the motor up. Seen it before here.
The other thing you got to be aware of is you're going to be wore out because it is a busy day inside of that car.
All right, lights are off the pace car.
You see
Y'all
Toyota
ready?
Camry XSE that leads the field, due in showroom soon. Brand new look.
Are y'all ready?
They didn't let Michael drive that one, did they?
I don't think
Have
so.
fun. I'm going with
He might
Tyler
not
Reddick
pull in
as
when we
our
get ready to go
preview
green.
weekend preview
Pull Richard
stated.
Petty.
Make sure you
Well,
check
yesterday
that
was
as well. We have a
beautiful,
pink
sunny,
ski
warm
weekend
spring
preview
day,
every
and then the clouds
weekend.
came in.
Every Friday,
winds
you get to see
earlier
that.
Gusted to
So make sure you're
35
checking that
miles
out.
an hour. They have calmed down to about 18 now. Above 70 degrees, but there's a nice cloud cover. No suntan oil today.
Daniel
Love this
Martinez,
racetrack,
what's
Kevin.
going on?
I mean,
Did anyone
absolutely
play
beautiful world-class
in
facility
DFS? I did
everywhere
not.
you look.
15,
Who you got
15,
in your
and 38.
DFS
Those are the
lineup,
lap
Daniel? Let me
lengths
see.
Of the 3 stages.
Ready to go.
In this race, you'll need fuel every 22 to 24 laps, and 3 drivers will go to the rear. Chris Buescher had a steering rack problem. They had to change that. Ryan Preece over-revved his engine. They changed the valve springs.
Come on,
and
9.
Timmy
Winning today,
Hill
Kenneth Clark
will drop back
says.
1 row.
I got
Now
a
we got a new
dollar
restart
on
zone at
Ross
Circuit
today.
of the Americas,
Awesome.
and it's
Black
located
sheep.
just at the exit of turn 20, the final turn on the course.
Yeah, and they're going to use that right off the bat here. And the thing that has changed, the starter and the start-finish line will not be the one starting the race. When they get to this restart box and you get to the last line, it is game on. So they'll be 2 and 3, 4 wide before
We'll
they
stay
get to the
with it till
start-finish line
turn 1,
shoot
and
that
then
thing straight up the hill
we'll catch
to let
it
the
up here in a
action
while.
begin.
Then you see the repaves, right? We have new repavement off of 1, down in 9, 10, and 11. Passing zones, folks, getting into turn 12. Very important corner. Keep an eye on that. A lot happens there.
William Byron and Ty Gibbs coming up to turn 19. Now look at that big wide area outside of turn 19. That is not out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Love the
only
sports
in
ticker
S's
on the
turns
bottom.
3 to
Thanks,
6.
Craig. Something new to
So,
our channel.
if it's
Got
paid,
that
you
going
can
for
go
our
there.
basketball.
I
All
think
our
on the
streams from
restart
now
zone,
on.
Kevin,
A
going back
sports
to that
ticker
for just a second.
for
One thing you'll
basketball,
notice
since
right
it's
off
that
the
time
bat,
of year.
there's no
I know a lot of
longer
people
a
will be
rule where
following
you
the
have to get to the
tournament.
start-finish line before you can fan out. There'll be 3,
Here
4,
we go.
5 wide. As soon as you get past the restart zone, you're going to see it right here.
And
Here
the
we
Echo
go.
Park Automotive Grand Prix is underway.
Here we go, green flag, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
See if they. The cameras are a little behind the audio. That's just how it is, but we'll watch them go in here. That's a cool shot right
three
there.
wide, and Ty Gibbs sort of missed that corner. He's back now battling for 5th instead of the lead.
Let's watch him go into turn 1 right here.
3rd, 4th, 5th. Reddick wasting no time going after William Byron.
Well, we knew Tyler Reddick would be tough here. And you heard him talk about his mistakes in qualifying and how they were able to rebound on hot tires.
Cool.
And that tells me he has a lot of confidence in how fast his car is.
And William Byron's going to have something to say about it, too. He was fast last year, always has plenty of speed in that hot rod, and that will be no different today.
And
he
here
will
we go.
get these guys fits.
There you see all the dirt in turn 8. That's going to be the corner that we talk about a lot today. You're going to probably see some cars spin out there because of all that dirt on the racetrack.
Down into turn number 11, the hairpin that leads onto the longest straightaway.
Somewhat of a passing zone. As you see Chastain looking to the inside, 3 wide to Denny.
We'll follow along this lap here.
Yes, Corey LaJoie's having trouble. I want to give him a shout out before it's too late. Fifth place start for it. Look at this.
Uh-oh, somebody slowing up.
Bubba Wallace got into the side of...
What's up, Menace? Dropping the 1. What's up,
really
Porter?
So not sure what happened there, but we'll figure it out.
A.J. Allman got way up to the outside. More contact back there.
Bubba's still having trouble back there.
You're tired of Mike Joy on
he's yet to finish a race here at COTA. The woes continue for Bubba Wallace here.
Remember, no out of bounds on this area of the course. In fact, everywhere except the S's turns 3 to 6.
Remember, at lap 3, we're going to honor Dale Sr., y'all.
Right here, so technical. You got to put the car in the right spot. Easy to spin the back tires. Not really any
15,
new asphalt
that's right,
in there.
Daniel.
But I don't anticipate with this cloud cover seeing much fall off today. Even though the tires are easy to spin through that section.
We already see the stars lining up for the Toyotas. There they are, 1, 2, 3. It's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Obviously, Chastain's there. So is Byron leading the race. But these guys they're here to play today. You're going to see a lot of them.
Martin Truex to pit road along with Bubba Wallace.
That's damage.
You just did a one whole lap at COTA, y'all. I hope you enjoy the in-car cameras. We'll bring those back here in a little while. Keep on hitting that like button. Truex and Bubba in the pits.
Just listening to the radio right now, Booty Barker, his crew chief, said, let's just make sure the right front is clear. Make sure everything is clear. Take your time
and
here.
Bubba in the
Let's get
pits.
it right so we can continue contending. They really feel like they have a good piece here, guys. They qualified 10th. Get some new tires on it, top it off with the wheel, and down he goes.
Yeah, no problem pitting here and staying on the lead lap.
Yeah, the big problem I heard out of that conversation, you want the wheel at 12 o'clock,
and
he said it was at 1 o'clock, which tells me that the toe is knocked out on the front end of that car.
Not good.
No, and when we talk about the toe, that just means the alignment of the front tires and them running straight.
You see LaJoie back there. I would say
you should get some good views on Sundays. With not many
here's
people
what happened to him.
Corey LaJoie.
Corey LaJoie got into Truex and Bubba.
At the top of the hill.
That's what happened. Just making sure there's not a flat tire.
Because he thought he might have a tire going down as a result of that contact.
Yeah, he had a lot of left front damage on the left front of his car.
And here's the Harrison Burton spin. He cut across the nose of Josh Berry and ended up getting turned around.
There's so much happening on the beginning parts of these racetracks because you've got some guys who feel like they're way faster than the guys that they're racing around. Everybody's trying to get all the track position that they can while the cars are stacked together in these braking zones, and they wind up running over each other.
He's a great road course racer. He's in the pits.
About a 6-car breakaway. Austin Cindric has picked up 4 spots since the start of the race. From 11th to 7th, looking back from Ty Gibbs, running 3rd at Christopher Bell from the Monster Energy Cam.
Man, what a lap by William Byron. That is a 2:12. That's fast. He is laying some lap downs early. Reddick is in the
Byron fans out there, let me see those 24s in the chat. Let me see those 24s in the chat if you are a Byron fan.
I think that the Toyotas and the Gibbs cars, they seem to be able to hold on. So it'll be interesting
to
see
those 24s.
If William Byron can hold on to this pace or if it's just for a handful of laps.
Yeah, short run speed is one thing. Good on restarts.
John,
but here
he's
today,
a 24 fan. Team Camaro
are going to be key.
Turbo
what
says.
A shot right here, Clay. We got our drone flying through the S's, and as you come down from turn 1 and you come down the elevation into those
and
S's,
AJ's already showing off his speed. Here he comes in 9th.
Byron out to a 1.6-second lead on Reddick. Gibbs within 3 seconds. Bell, Chastain, Hamlin, and then Cindric trying to keep Chase Elliott at bay with Allmendinger and Kyle Busch right behind to fill out the top 10. No Fords qualified in the top 10, but Cindric, who started 11th, said, I had a top 10 car.
Team Chevy,
I just
Richard
had a
says.
car in front of me on my fast lap in qualifying at turn 1.
Oh, lap
and that
3.
ruined the lap.
Lap
said,
3, y'all. Let's do it.
And he's done just
Let's
that.
see those honors. We are on lap 3. We redeemed Dale.
Yeah, we saw.
We honored Dale Sr. on the go at CeeLo. Let me see those 3s. Spam this chat with 3s, y'all. Let's show everyone
and what you
that
worry about
we honored
the
Dale
splitter
Sr. right
and the
here.
nose separating from each other aerodynamically. That will make the car not turn as good.
See Michael McDowell, Noah Gragson way up through the field too. McDowell up 11 spots, Gragson 10.
Well, I can promise you, we see 3 wide again there.
More struggles for Corey LaJoie.
Raise Dale.
Great start.
Raise hell.
Top 5 start for him. That's overachieving big time for that race team. They had some heavy hitters around them. Making that
honor
final
Dale Sr. right here on lap 3.
Moving up through there for a 5th place start. That's a good job, Corey LaJoie.
Yeah, and
thank you guys so much.
Toyota onboard camera here with Kamui Kobayashi.
The original Intimidator. That's
he's trying
right,
to just figure out what he's doing right now with the race etiquette and where to pass, where not to pass, but it seemed like in our pre-race interview, it seems like he's having a lot of fun coming over here to America and racing. Jamie?
Well, just to follow up on Corey LaJoie, he started 5th. That's the best in his whole career. He was so optimistic about the car he had. He did a lot of simulation work for this race.
It does itself.
But the damage you guys talked about, he came on the radio and said both left side tires are damaged. He's struggling.
Yeah, he's all the way back to 24th place from 5th.
Corey LaJoie got in it with Bubba Wallace and Truex.
That's the biggest thing that you're going to have to protect all day at the start of these stages when they go up into turn 1 and all the contact for that first lap is the cars. Like we talked about, those cars get bunched together and everybody knows you have to go and gain as much as you can. And if you're not going, you have to protect yourself as much as you can to lose the least amount of spots.
Chase Elliott under fire here from Kyle Busch. They've run nose to tail for quite some time, but now Busch's mirror is filled up with Kyle Larson, yesterday's winner in the Xfinity Series. This is the best battle on the racetrack here.
We know
this
Kyle
first
Larson's
stage is going to be 15 laps.
Driver. We know that, but he's squeaky good on these road courses. He's quiet.
See Kyle Busch on the inside of Chase Elliott there.
15
Two guys
laps
who both
in
need to have a
stage
good
1.
run.
We're finishing
Chase
68
so
laps
for
total
so many
today.
years on these road courses, and Kyle Busch, he's had kind of a disastrous last couple of weeks.
He's too fast, yeah.
Both capable of running up front all day here.
Hold on to it.
Thank you so much for that subscribe.
Kyle Larson, yesterday's winner in the
Xfinity
Xfinity race. They put tires
24
on late.
ever.
I'm interested to see if we get to a point where these cars fall off as much as we hope they do, to be able to have tires mean that much.
Byron extending his lead, now 2.4, the front 5 with a good gap on 6th place Denny Hamlin, with Cindric now going for 6th. Cindric up to 6th now over Hamlin and Allmendinger. There's the leaf filter cam.
Oh, well.
Allmendinger
Thank you,
right
though,
back
anyways.
at it on the outside. Boy, he had a lot to say about yesterday's outcome.
All right, let's take
well.
a look at some other cars here. Let's go. Let's see. Let's follow SVG.
4 laps complete. Last year, William Byron led 28 laps after winning the pole for this
Follow
race.
SVG. All right. Let's see here. Let me follow SVG here. Let's get him up on the camera. Follow him. SVG back in 13th spot. As appreciate all the love here tonight. Thank you so much, guys. And here we go, in-car camera. You try to bring those during the commercial break. SVG riding along there in 13th. Daniel Suarez getting a little closer to him there. SVG almost won yesterday. Oh, yeah, he did. Alrighty. Let's follow SVG. That's right. That's how we do it around here. Yeah, we'll go follow this guy for a little bit. We'll watch him go all the way through. Let's watch him do his thing. Let's see if he gets past Suarez here going into that turn. Single file here. SVG just kind of got a long race here, but we'll see how it does. 24 just blowing away the field right now. He's got almost over 2.5 second lead on the second place card. Tyler Reddick. Gibbs back there in third. That's what I like about road courses races. It's just if one guy is just dominant, then it's kind of ridiculous, you know. But there is SVG working on Daniel Suarez, trying to get past him. Thank you so much for that subscribe, Aaron. Appreciate that. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. As they're going down here to the front stretch here, going to complete another lap. Lap 5. Complete. SVG. See what happens here in this turn. He looks like Suarez went deep. Oh! He thought he had Suarez there. Suarez turned the loft. So we're right along with SVG. We do have a redeem for SVG as well. And we have an emoji for SVG. It's redeemed SVG. And we have a emoji for him. Ernest, one of our members, asked for SVG. So hold on a second. Let me find it here. 16. Is it here? Where's it at? Yeah, right here. 16. All right, back to the audio.
Auto and save. 5 laps completed, Circuit of the Americas. William Byron leading in his Hendrick Chevrolet, still by 2.7 seconds over the Toyota of Tyler Reddick. Now, penalties for cutting the track in turns 3, 4, 5, and 6.
10,500. That's
John
the goal.
Hunter Nemechek has been nabbed at turn number 4. When that happens under green, you have to do a pass-through penalty. If it happened under caution, he'd have to restart tail end of the longest line. And if you don't,
I'm gonna go get my charger and something to drink, and I'll be right back.
30-second penalty.
Y'all enjoy the audio. I'll be right back.
So Nemechek will drive down at pit road speed.
There's a pass for second. I knew it was coming. Gibbs has been a little bit faster than Reddick in second. Got the pass done. Byron obviously leading this race, laying some good lap times down. But that Gibbs boy, he's coming, folks.
All right, 6 laps complete. Let's take a look at what's on the menu, sponsored by Cracker Barrel.
And, Mike, it has all to do with strategy. And remember, stage breaks are back at the road courses in 2024. So flip the stages. Pit before stage 1 and stage 2 ends. Remember, they close pit road with 2 to go at the end of those 2 stages. Another option, I saw the 12 car do this 2 years ago. Pit at the end of stage 1, stay out at the end of stage 2, and then when your fuel window opens to make it to the end of the race, lap 44 or so, pit for fuel. I think they'll start crafting a way to make this on 2 stops, but regardless of what strategy, when that fuel window opens to make it to the end, lap 44, around 24 to go, pit for fuel, and possibly, guys, pack the pit equipment up. You might be done.
Didn't get my charger.
Thanks, Larry. 6 complete. Ty Gibbs working on Tyler Reddick and making the pass for second. Put him another second behind William Byron. So the lead now 3.5.
Well, you called it, Clint, and as we go through 8, 9, and 10 right here into 11, that's a really good section for Ty Gibbs, and we're going to start to get a good feel for what the lap time is compared to William Byron, our leader, from Ty Gibbs as we come around this time. See him look down, probably making some adjustments to his brake bias knob, going all the way down from 11 to 12, all the way up to 5th gear. Brake about the time you get to this new asphalt right here. Has a little elevation change that you go in the apex of this corner, kind of falls down the hill right there. and then it switches back to the old asphalt right here.
Thanks,
going inside
Full.
this stadium section where it's just really, really slick compared to everything else that you've done for the last couple
13 is
corners.
coming. AJ Allmendinger, we'll look at him next.
Chevrolet leading, Toyota's 2-3-4. The first Ford is Austin Cindric in 7. Here comes Christopher Bell.
Yeah, and through this carousel section right here, it's just manage the slide of the car. Just give it as much throttle as it'll take without chatter in the front or the back tires and get it over to turn 19. But I think Tyler Reddick he obviously knows that Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs are better than him right now. Just kind of moves over.
Halfway stage 1, that's right.
Yeah, I think
7 laps complete.
Obviously, he's shocked by that. It's shocking me as much as it probably is him. I thought he would march right to the front.
Let's check with Regan Smith.
Michael McDowell, traditionally very, very good on the road courses. Indy road course winner from 1 year ago. Struggles this weekend, though. He has not had the grip that he anticipated so far in the weekend, but up 11 spots early on in the race. Team been coaching him up, telling him turn 11 is where he's losing the spots. Michael's been quiet about the car right now. Keep an eye on him as he's moving up through the field.
Yeah, Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell's a huge road course racer.
And that includes a foot cam.
Well, he's in a great spot to start looking at that foot cam as he goes through turn 2 into turn 3, and this is going to show you the rhythm section through the S.
Too bad we can't see
him just
foot
gently
cam.
touch the brake and downshift into 4, and now you just try to manage the speed down to the bottom of 6 and over to 7. That's turn 7 that he's in right now. You hear the car slam into the ground. Don't overdrive turn 8. You've got to hook this lip to stay inside of the dirt. Jump over turn 7 right here. Now he's headed down to the heavy braking section in turn 11. You're going to see heavy braking, downshift.
Just look how busy he is.
It's all day, Clint. I mean, this is just a busy track with all the shifting and heavy braking. Your feet are sore, your back is sore, your neck is sore. It's a very, very physical racetrack for the drivers, and you just have so much to do all day long.
Yeah, right, because he had the good feet. AJ is 5 seconds behind 5th. Wow, yeah.
Of them break with their left foot.
Isn't that crazy?
Well,
the difference between the top 5 and
the one guy that doesn't break with his left foot is SVG
through
Shane
the rest
Van
of the field.
And we saw him come to Chicago and put on a clinic in the rain.
Rusty's foot cam.
We'll show you some of that as we go through the day. Right now, Shane is running 13th. Had a heck of a day yesterday, running the Xfinity race and shifting that H pattern on a road course for the first time. So it's been a good weekend. Not the finish that he wanted, but I think he's going to be in the mix before we get done with today. Jamie?
And I talked
AJ Allmendinger's car
about that heel toe braking. He said that's just what he's always done. He's very comfortable with it, and because of that, we had to spend a lot of time working on the pedal placement of the clutch, the brake, and the throttle, getting exactly where he wants, so he can maximize that heel toe. But Kevin and Clint, I'm
see Rowdy back there a second behind. He's going into the turn right now.
Well, I think that's a really old school way of learning how to road race. You used to have to heel and toe everything together, so because you had to use
watch AJ Allmendinger through. We'll watch him all the way through
into what they are today. It was just today it's sequential, but you didn't have to use the clutch to upshift or downshift.
And the fact that he grew up racing on the other side of the earth, right? Yeah. I mean, he grew up in a whole different deal. Australia, supercar racing even on the wrong side of the car, folks. A lot of differences here today for Shane Van Gisbergen.
7 to go in stage 1. Ty Gibbs eating into William Byron's lead.
All right, so William Byron, Ty Gibbs coming, Eric Church. Ty Gibbs is coming, Eric Church. But let's follow along here. We'll watch the rest of this all the way through to the finish line. Follow along with AJ Allmendinger, as Dinger is in 6th place. 1st place, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, and then AJ Allmendinger in 6th place. And the difference between Ross Chastain and AJ Allmendinger is ridiculous. As you can see, Ross. Let's see if you can see him right now. He's going into the other turn. AJ's gaining on him, though. So I don't know why it keeps on saying 10 seconds, because it's not 10 seconds, because I can see AJ Allmendinger. I can see Chastain and Allmendinger's cam. So he's chasing him down. I guess that's 10 seconds. That doesn't seem like 10 seconds, does it? What's up, Jerome? What's going on? Appreciate you being here. This is AJ Allmendinger's car, and the cars that are here on the screen are today's paint jobs for everybody. And make sure you're checking out every Friday on the channel. I release the paint scheme and weekend preview of the track that we're at. And if it's the NASCAR Cup and the Truck Series and the Xfinities, all three will be there. Plus, I'll give you my predictions and my thoughts on the race, plus the paint schemes and my favorite paint schemes. And I always like to see what you guys have your favorite paint scheme is. And there it is. So AJ Allmendinger, we watched him go all the way around. So appreciate y'all coming in here. Hit that like button for us. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. We're at 136. Dinger's picking them off one by one. He's getting a little closer, even though it still says 10 seconds. Like it hasn't updated, which doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it's 5 seconds. Maybe it is. Maybe it is 5 seconds. Go Bell. Low boy, what's going on?
Truck Series. Everything's bigger in Texas. Seems like everything's faster, too. 20 turns of Circuit of the Americas, 9 laps in. William Byron's lead cut to 2.3 seconds by Ty Gibbs. It kind of varies depending on which corner they're in, between 2 and 2.5 seconds as they go around this course. But Gibbs has him in sight.
Yeah, well, Ty is a little bit better than Byron, but Bell is way better than them both. It just depends on how you hit the lap.
Ty Gibbs in second
behind
place.
These three, Tyler Reddick, who started third, running fourth. Josh?
Well, guys, it's a shift in who's considered the road course king in the Cup Series. As of late, it really has been Tyler Reddick. We saw him get those important wins on road courses.
I'm not sure, Brian. I was traveling yesterday, so all I do is I saw the pass that Larson did on him.
Better at this type of
what
racing.
happened?
Now today, he's lost a spot already since the start. His biggest complaint right now, a little tight in the stadium for the camera.
5 to go in stage 1. The
you're welcome.
15,
Regine,
and
you're welcome.
38 laps.
They've cut some more into his lead, Kevin.
Yeah, both Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell, we felt like had probably the best long-run cars yesterday in practice. And that was the question that we had about William Byron is how long would his car hold on? And looks like the two Gibbs cars behind him are going to hold on a little bit better than his right now.
Catching him's one thing, passing him's another from this stage end.
I was just going to say, he's got the track position.
And you heard Larry tell us maybe
closer Gibbs gets, the higher the tighter the car gets. That's right. What happened to LaJoie? LaJoie got into it with Truex and Bubba, and they had to
pit. Second floor at most of these racetracks.
Is Ty Gibbs' car.
We're down on the first floor in a room with no windows, with more than 70 TV screens aimed at different parts of the course so they can officiate this. And to help manage whether someone cuts the course in the S's, they have software designed by a Spanish company that provides it to Formula One for managing drivers who stray outside of track limits. So
anybody
that comes
like
up
Bucky's
on the computer
cashews?
From that software.
Got
an
him
official
yesterday.
Reviews it, sends it over to the race director and series director. They review it and issue penalties as required. It's very technical, but there's still, of course, that human element in control.
Well, while they're controlling the race there, these two boys are banging doors. 47, and now you see another car shoot down in there.
Three wide in front of Kobayashi.
Todd Gilliland down in there, put him 3 wide.
That's 3 aggressive race car drivers. Stenhouse Jr., Briscoe, Gilliland on the outside, 3 wide going in at 12. I cannot believe all 3 of them come out the other end.
I believe McDowell had an issue. That's why he's not up there, but he will be.
Great battle there from
16th.
20th on back to 26th. All in very close
Christopher
contact.
Bell getting a little closer. Gibbs
Kobayashi
has closed it to almost under 2
car
seconds.
That these guys up front are driving. So as I would say, as they make more laps today, if he can keep all the fenders on the car and keep it on track and not make any mistakes on pit road, he's probably going to move forward, wouldn't you say, Clint?
Absolutely. See some guys on pit road already, just like we talked about before this stage in, getting set up.
Yeehaw Cashew sounds good. I'm having trail mix with cherry coke. Nice.
On pit road.
Yeah, I went to Buc-ee's yesterday. You know you got it.
And Ryan Preece. Briscoe owes a pass-through penalty for cutting the course at turn 4.
And you're going to hear us talk about that all day as we get fed that information on the penalties through the S's.
Knock some more out of their lead. You can see them getting a lot bigger in Byron's rearview mirror. That last time by, Byron 213 with a 36.
4 to go.
212, 99, and an 88 behind him and Bell. Definitely catching him.
Yeah,
so
Dinger,
if you pit
Dinger was
the end
catching
of the
Ross.
Stage, looking forward to the end of the race and the chance at a race win. As Larson
here's
and
Larson
battle.
passing
you
Denny.
have to choose between stage points and track position at the finish, or can you do both?
Well, I think you can get a little bit of both. If you're one of these front cars, maybe it'll cycle through to get you a tail into the top 10, but there's definitely going to be two different agendas in the middle of this race. And some of the guys that are going to say, hey, we don't have a chance to win today, let's stay out in one of these two stages and try to get some
Justin
points
said
to
if
protect
Kyle doesn't
ourselves
win,
from
he's
the
gonna
day
send him hate
of having a bad day. We saw that yesterday in the Xfinity race with Riley Herbst.
Keep hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 150 on the like. Keep hitting that subscribe as well.
Good stage points in the first stage and then wrecked. And that's what you get those stage points for, is
trying to get to
try
150.
to protect your finish when you think it might not be good.
Playoff leaderboard in your lower left as Byron and Gibbs run 1.8 seconds apart, with Bell looking in.
I also think it depends on what kind. There you see Reddick dipping down to the pit entry here. Going to be the first one of the front runners on pit road. Josh, what do you got?
The biggest area of concern for the 45 right now is the stadium and the carousel. He said he's just
Tyler Reddick in the pit.
More tires and fuel to try and help him out, guys.
Well, as you see Tyler Reddick come into his pit box right here, this is probably the narrowest pit road on the circuit. This is a really tough pit road to navigate when there's a lot of cars coming in and out of the racetrack, and while you're in your pit box, you don't have a lot of room to the right side of the pit box because the pit boxes are so narrow.
Several of them, Allmendinger here, SVG. You see Larson in the pits. Denny Hamlin was in. Kyle Busch.
Yep, too many to call. In fact, it'd be easier to name the drivers who stayed out.
All of them
we
coming
know our
in.
First four cars stayed out on the three of the first four cars stayed out on the racetrack to keep running.
9 drivers stayed out.
Denny.
Truex is back in.
Watch
The reason
Denny
he
all the way
pitted
around.
earlier after that contact was that he shattered the rim on a wheel. It wasn't a tire going down, but part of the wheel was gone, so he had to come in early.
Yeah, we see a lot of these cars that are coming onto pit road to get their tires changed. A lot of them have the Goodyears rubbed off the side and tire marks on the rocker panels. Very physical racetrack up at the top of the hill and at the beginning parts of these laps.
Larry Mack?
Yeah, you look about the top 9 or 10, they have not pitted yet. Now, the only way you can still pit is if you're up there like William Byron or Ty Gibbs or Christopher Bell, because pit road will close this time when the leader crosses the
everybody
start
else, 20
finish line.
seconds.
Remember what I
29
talked about.
seconds,
Create
39
a
seconds.
two-stop strategy. There is a way that you can run to about lap 20 to 22, make a pit stop, which will be after stage 1 in, and then pit again 44 to 46, and that's a 2-stop race. That's 3 different segments of this race.
So the first 9 have not pitted. Neither have Hemrick, Keselowski, and Gralla. It appears most everybody else has been to pit road other than Timmy Hill.
Well, and here they come, Mike. 2 of the first 3. Bell stayed out. He's going to go after the points. The other 2 are going to go after the winning strategy, or what they think is the winning strategy to put themselves in the best position to win. Regan?
Ross Chastain, one of those cars going after the winning strategy. Phil Surgeon said at the start of the day this is what he would do if he felt like the car was good enough to do it. Right now he's a little bit too loose through all the right-handers.
Watch Byron's crew pit right here.
Especially the carousel. Jamie?
Ty Gibbs in the 54. It just turned the fastest lap. That last lap said he's a little too tight on the left-handers. A 4-tire stop here. They'll fill him up with Sunoco fuel. Meanwhile, the 24 started on pole, led all the laps until now. No adjustments for him. Fresh tires is all.
So they all pitted, coming to 2 laps to go. So a legal
Watch the pit stop there of William Byron.
Oh, man. Big lockup from Ty Gibbs out of the pits on cold tires right there. It's really rough on the inside of the racetrack right there, Clint. And I think he went in there too far, and as he came over one of those bumps, the front tires locked up.
Byron comes in and comes out in second place.
Definitely caught him off guard.
Isn't that crazy?
So Christopher Bell out on cruise control, 17 seconds ahead of Daniel Suarez as we come to the end of stage number 1. And Larry's outlined the varying strategies drivers can employ.
So they don't stop.
I guess if
we're
you're Joe Gibbs Racing, you've
we're in
got
stage
4 good contending
2 now.
cars.
We don't have a caution.
Put them on different strategies and let's see what happens.
Well, Christopher Bell's already won,
2 now.
right? So
Yes.
he can now now the rich get richer. Yeah. So he's already won. Now he can take he's going to get a
Byron's
playoff
car
point
right
to add to that playoff total, and he's going to get 10 points today to work towards the regular season
Christopher
championship.
Bell.
So I know Clinton says points don't matter, but they do in a lot of different ways.
Everybody's got a different agenda. Now you've got
Congratulations. Where's Wolfgang at?
Stayed out. Cindric. Dylan, Dylan needs points. He's going to stay out and get those stage points. Lots of different agendas are available.
You see those 20s in the chat if you're a Christopher Bell fan.
To that group. Now the drivers
Let me
that
see
stayed
those
out that
20s
are
in the
probably
chat.
not going to score stage points.
Apparently I don't have a
Hemrick,
20.
Kozlowski, and Gralla. They're going to be just out of the top 10 as we come toward the end of stage 1.
19. There's 20.
Well, the good part about this is we're going to get to watch Christopher Bell come through the pack.
See those 20s, members. Let me see those 20s.
He has a race-winning car, and a lot of times you just have to choose one of these stages to say, okay, I'm going to go after points in this stage or the next stage. So some of these guys, including Christopher Bell, as you see him go through turn 1, have chosen to try to win this stage, and the other guys have pitted and said, okay,
you don't like
we'll take
that
our
rule?
chances for the end or the
I
next
think
stage.
I agree with you. Like I think they should.
A lot of open wheel experience and
I think they
trophies,
should.
but he's a 2-time road course winner
caution.
in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Look at all these 17 seconds.
Jamie.
Well, part of his strategy is because he loves his car so much. He said, it's driving great. I don't need any adjustments. They said, we're in position. Let's just stay out and go for this stage win. He also reported that he lost fuel pressure, and they reported to him, hey, that happens here. No concern. Have you guys heard of that on the road courses, Clint and Kevin?
Well, usually when I'm out of gas. Definitely been on that side of the fence as well. Not a good feeling.
Well, Christopher Bell, he's been fast every week. For the most part, we saw him have a little bit of trouble at Las Vegas, but these Gibbs cars have been lights out. And now today they've given themselves a chance on different strategy to take the stage
18-second lead
points,
for Christopher Bell.
Put themselves in position to
Come
have
on,
a chance
NASCAR,
to win.
this is boring.
So 2 different strategies from the Gibbs team.
One element that I heard Jamie say is Ty Gibbs ran his fastest lap right there at the end of that cycle
I
on
was about to
tires.
say the same.
That tells you that the tire fall off is not there. That's not in existence. That puts
18
strategy
seconds
into the
between
game
first
in a
and
big way
second.
today.
It's on final lap. Oh, we're in stage 1 still. I'm sorry.
It can really shake up the outcome of this
I thought
race.
we were in stage 2 already.
An untimely caution will lay it right in your lap or take it from somebody else.
So Bell will come around to get the green and white checkered flag to end stage number 1. NASCAR will keep the track under the green flag until the 10th place car comes to the line. Currently, that's Ross Chastain, 42 seconds
so we will have a caution. Okay.
of the race leader because of their stops.
Save fuel.
Green checker for Christopher Bell. Second stage win this year for Bell and his first ever at Circuit of the Americas.
As soon as Chastain crosses the line, there'll be a caution.
Suarez, McDowell, Cindric, and Dillon. We'll give you the top 10 and the stage point earners when we come back. Christopher Bell is your stage 1 winner.
All right. Let's see. Who else we want to watch? Look at Brad Keselowski. Keselowski started dead last, and he's up to 12th already. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, 13th. Kyle Larson in 15th. Let's ride along with Kyle Larson. Of course, he won yesterday. Of course, SVG messed up there at the end and lost the race. I predicted SVG to win the race, the Xfinity Series, and came close. Came close to picking. Who did I pick in the truck race? I picked I picked Nick Sanchez to win, but Corey Heim won the truck race. And there we are. We're under caution after Sanchez Sanchez. After Chastain, the 10th place car crosses. So that's going to that'll bring everybody back together. Because if they didn't, this would just be a boring race. Yeah, he just won the stage, Regine. Just won the stage. So. But we'll go with Kyle Larson here in a little bit. Some folks have pitted, some did not. Christopher Bell will be pitting, so he's going to give up the lead, I guess. We'll see here. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Appreciate all the love. Make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 150 on the likes. We're almost there. And keep on hitting that subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,500 on the subs. We also have a new ticker down there. If you like college basketball, we're keeping up with the scores today. Of course, the NCAA tournament continues. To be honest, I would rather watch a Dale Jr. win race right now. I know, man. It's when it's spread out as much as it is. That is pretty boring. Luckily, there's a caution now. We can get some good racing back. I've never been a road course fan. I'm an oval guy. So, but everybody, I've had a couple polls where, is this the same circuit as F1? No, it's not the same circuit, but they run it here. Yeah, you're right. Yes, it's the same one that they run here. Yep. Where is Blaney? Let's see where we're at. Yeah, and anytime, guys, you want to know where your driver is, just let me know and I can scroll up. So Ryan Blaney in 23rd. And some of your Gregson's come from last place to 28th. Timmy Hill in last. John Hunter Nemechek. Martin Truex Jr. Now, Martin Truex Jr., he got in it with Corey LaJoie, and then he had to pit, and it just hasn't been the same since. But let's go back to our commercial. If I can get the audio back.
Built Ford proud. Aerial coverage at Circuit of the Americas is provided by Goodyear, powering the race from green to checkered flag and every mile in between. Goodyear, more driven. Top of your screen, you see the stage point winners in positions 1 through 10. Bell with his second stage win of the year. Suarez, McDowell, Dillon, Stenhouse, all of whom stayed out. Byron, Gibbs, Reddick, Chastain, all of whom pitted. And Daniel Hemrick, who stayed out, has not pitted. He got the final stage point. Jamie?
Well, Mike, in 2023, 2311 took their pit department in-house, no longer using Joe Gibbs Racing. Now in their second year together, Tyler Reddick's team is really hitting their stride. So let's meet Team 45.
Houston Stamper, front tire changer, former college wide receiver. Just started my 19th season. My best victories are my kids at home and my wife.
Devin Del Rico, rear tire changer, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, two-time Xfinity Series champion.
Wade Moore, Cleveland, North Carolina, tire carrier, former player in the Washington Nationals organization, proud dad to Sawyer, Sturgill, and Jackson.
Nathan Ricketts, Jackman, Holland, Michigan, Central Michigan linebacker.
Ryan Deal, gas man, former soccer player, 2017 NASCAR Cup Series champion with Furniture Row Racing and Martin Truex Jr., proud dad to Gage and Quinn.
Awesome. Quite varied backgrounds, and there's Billy Scott.
Thank you, John Smith, for that subscribe. John Smith, appreciate it.
4 career victories, and he's been crew chief for Reddick since 2023. Let's have a look at their pit stop earlier, as Reddick was the first of the leaders to pit.
Yeah, and I think that the great part about all those graphics and information
25
is
to go to 10,500, y'all. Keep hitting that subscribe button.
And calling the shots
John
up on
Smith,
the
our newest
so much
subscriber.
More to it than just the car and the driver. And we see Austin Cindric in the pits here. He had some pretty heavy damage on the nose, so they know that they've got some time on this particular lap to work on their car. Bubba Wallace, the same thing. We talked about the toe in the front of the car being knocked out. They're trying to get those front tires straightened back up.
All right, 17 laps complete. We're at the end of stage 1, getting ready to start stage 2 with the all-new Toyota Camry XSE leading the field. And the Toyota of Christopher Bell in front. Now, the front 5 cars have not yet made a stop. Will they come in during the stage break? Will they wait until we get going in stage 2?
Well, if these guys sitting on the box with their tires ready and everything else are an indication, I'd say all systems say yes, all systems go. They'll be coming. That was exactly what the doctor ordered for an Austin Dillon, McDowell, Suarez. Those guys were looking for stage points. They got it. Maybe not Suarez. You know, Suarez has got a win in the bank. You got to remember that, too.
Well, a guy like Austin Cindric is, you know, he got his stage points and immediately pitted. They knew they were in big trouble, and they might not get anything else out of their day because of the damage that they have on the front of their car.
And Michael McDowell probably looking for track position. Here's a veteran road racer, very aggressive driver. Didn't have a great qualifying effort. Flipped him up to the top 5 here to complete stage 1. And we'll see what kind of strategies employed when pit road opens.
Well, the day's getting
Good
better.
Lord, man.
We started
The bots
27
today
that you
are
see
ridiculous.
there. 3rd in the stage, running 3rd, much better. 24 cars they passed there. Did 11 of it under green.
Wow, listen to that Allmendinger saving gas under caution.
Yeah, and you always want to save gas because anytime you can have less time for the fueler plugged in to put gas in that car, the better off you are.
Let's go,
Here
Rebel
come
Soul.
some of them. Suarez and Dillon are in. Well, let's crank it up for these pit stops.
Crank it up, baby. Let's hear it.
Clear all the way to the wall, all the way to the wall, all the way up. Wait, go, to the wall, don't speed. I drink. It's pretty good.
So we're watching Kyle Larson's in-car camera here.
Everyone
under
is now
caution.
pitted, but stage winner Christopher Bell and Michael McDowell.
All right, Christopher Bell and Michael McDowell. All righty. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Appreciate all the love today. Thank you so much for getting the likes up. Over 150 likes. Let's go for 200 now. 200 likes. As everybody's had a good time here on the channel today. Keep hitting that subscribe. We're 25 away from 10,500. If you are a UConn fan or a Northwestern fan, tonight we're going to be bringing the live audio and all that for the UConn Huskies versus the Northwestern Huskies in the second round of the NCAA tournament bracket. So you guys want to tune in for that. We'll have that for you as well. So next week, we're going to be doing some baseball. Major League Baseball kicks off. My Atlanta Braves, their first game of the season. We're going to be doing that on Thursday against the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll be doing NCAA basketball after that at night. And then on Friday, we'll be doing Tennessee basketball. And then Saturday, we'll be doing qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series. Saturday, we'll be doing the Xfinity Series from Richmond. Or is it Martinsville? I'm not sure. And then on Sunday is the late race. On Sunday, it starts at 6 p.m. on next Sunday, a late race for the NASCAR Cup Series. All that is coming up on our channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and enjoy the fun. Become a member as well. You have access to emojis. If you're a NASCAR fan, you can support your driver by posting those emojis in the chat. So thanks so much, guys, for everything. Keep on hitting that like button. See if we can get to 200 likes on the channel. And to become a member, it's only 99 cents. And I will post that link in the chat right here. And all you got to do is go click on that. If you have a credit card saved on your Google, if you've ever super chatted anybody or whatever, that's saved to that and it goes straight to that there. But there is the link to become a member if you would like that. So South Virginia says last year, didn't they change it to cautions between the stages? No caution. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I was saying that earlier, but I guess they changed it back. And which I'm kind of glad because Christopher Bell had like a 20-second lead on the second place car. Like, that's no fun. So we need them all gathered together, just so we can get a nice restart, get them all back together, and get some racing in here. So, well, this is Kyle Larson's car we're watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the in-car cameras. Something new for our channel this year. We never used to do that, but something new, something different. It's brought a lot of good perspectives on certain things. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, I did qualifying too. Yeah, we're going to be doing qualifying. I've been doing that since I think Atlanta. Well, since Daytona, we've done them all. Yeah, we've done them all since Daytona. So, yep, we do qualifying and on Saturdays, and then just for the Cup race qualifying, and then we'll do the full race for the Xfinity. So, Christopher Bell and Michael McDowell did not pit yet.
Now, in days past, if you ran low on fuel pressure, there's a switch you could flip and then get yourself to pit for gas. That switch is no longer an option for these drivers, and it's a long way around should you run out. However, I'm sure the teams have it figured well, and we'll get updates on the 2 leaders after this restart.
Here we go.
Here they come. White line, start of the restart zone, and Bell is on it. McDowell right with them. And how will they fan out as they come to the top of the hill?
See what happens. No cautions yet. No wrecks for cautions.
Here they come.
Turn
Dive
1.
Look, Byron looking to the inside.
Oh, yeah.
So
Christopher
far, so
Bell.
good for Christopher Bell and McDowell holding steady on those old tires.
Willie B
well,
right there as well.
With those tires, so I'm sure that gave their crew chiefs a little bit of some confidence to say, hey, let's just stay out. And I would guess that the biggest worry that they had was going to be turn 1 and how those things fired off.
Bell, Byron, McDowell, Reddick, Kyle Busch making the run at Chastain. Chastain right up behind Gibbs. There they are, side by side, right behind.
How about the balls? That's right, Kathy. What's going on? Appreciate you. It said go Duke. We'll try to do a Duke game maybe
out of that turn
next
8,
week.
Kevin.
Yeah,
if it doesn't do it on Fridays. If it's Thursday, we'll do the Duke game.
The bigger that ditch will get on the inside of
they
there.
They got to win, right? They got to win
to
play Friday or Thursday.
Well, let's get an update on Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell. Let's start with Regan.
Michael McDowell obviously staying out right there, going to try and do what he can on these older tires right now. Crew Chief Travis Peterson scratching his head a little bit earlier today on what strategy he wanted to employ, but as they got the track position, that made it easier for him to stay out. He did tell his driver that they would stay out until lap 21. They want to come in on 21 to play it a little conservative, make sure they don't run out. Jamie?
And an update on Christopher Bell, our leader. I just asked Adam Stevens about the fuel switch, and all teams do something different, but Adam said we do have a fuel pressure switch. We had to hit it already because we had that pickup problem earlier. Now, as far as the tires go, you guys were spot on. His tire wear was good. Christopher was a little nervous about the idea of staying out, but he said, I don't want to get spun, but I think we're good enough to stay ahead of him.
All right, there's your updates on Michael McDowell and Christopher Bell. Third place, William Byron.
It's an interesting scenario.
McDowell's dropped all the way to 7th. What happened?
In the 34.
Those tires.
As a driver, as a scenario I never liked when I'm in Michael McDowell's position right here, and you're just looking backwards, getting run over and off sequence with all the guys that are on fresh tires.
He had to pit.
Right,
I mean, he couldn't pit
because he's talking about Travis Peterson, the 34 car, and Michael McDowell. They want to come at lap 21. That means there'll be 47 laps to go in the race. That says they're going to have to run 23 laps one run and 24 laps another to make it to lap 68. But remember, we do know
the Richmond race,
2 or 3 caution laps at the end of stage 2.
Xfinity race is at like noon.
As you can see here coming through the S's,
the night race is at 6 p.m.
Bell kept the track position. Bell's still leading. You see right there, clear back here, already in 9th place, losing a lot of track position early. That's what you can't
NASCAR
afford
Cup
to do
should
if
be
you're gambling like
in
this.
the morning.
Well, and Michael McDowell's car was probably a 10th to 15th place car before he pitted. And so it just makes it tough. And when you're the leader, you obviously have the cleanest air and able to get the best amount of lap time and most performance out of your car aerodynamically to make it turn as good as possible. But we see William Byron right on the back bumper of Christopher Bell.
I'm impressed with Bell's race car, though. To be able to hold these guys off for even one corner, regardless of a lap or so, that's impressive. This car's fast, and it tells you that there isn't a whole lot of fall off whatsoever in these tires.
Byron and Bell top the list for Xfinity fastest lap.
Oh, I'm not sure about the one
William
in
Byron
the fall.
go to the inside of Christopher Bell. And I don't know, let me look. This will be the toughest section for Christopher Bell to kind of manage those back tires and the wheel spin compared to those new tires of William Byron and the guys behind him.
So everyone has made one pit stop except Christopher
Yes,
Bell
they
in the
are.
20
Both
and
at
Michael
night.
McDowell's 34.
In August, it's at 5 o'clock. So you're right. Next Sunday's at 6, and in
That's one
August,
thing I love about.
Richmond is going to be at 5.
More problems for Bubba. Man, every time we come here for Bubba, and all of his trouble happened early, too. I remember, well, we saw passing Kyle Larson. Yep. Even last year, he got underneath Kyle Larson, spun underneath of him.
SVG, where is he
Same
at?
thing. First lap today.
He's in 14th.
Right back in the hole.
Apparently there was contact between Brad Keselowski and Bubba Wallace. Here's a look.
Oh, you see Brad locking it up.
Oh, Bubba Wallace got spun
again. Got in the left rear of Bubba. Round it went.
Yeah, and you
Not
saw
a good
Bubba
day
have
for
to
old
check up a little
Bubba.
bit. And in that stadium section where they were, you can take a really wide arc, but it opens you up to get
Bubba Wallace
T-boned
spun
like that
again.
from where Brad's angle was coming from.
Keselowski continues in 34th.
Oh, me too, Regine. I wish so too, but
Wallace in 39th.
they've already said like if we did have it all year long, like some parts of the country wouldn't have sunrise till like 8:45, 9 o'clock in the morning.
In front of Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell.
All right, appreciate y'all hanging out here. Commercial on the thing. Let's take a look at our social media. If you guys do not visited my social media before, let me bring this up right here. Move this over here actually. On the Go at CeeLo is my Facebook page. We used to stream on Facebook, but then Facebook got weird about stuff. So I'm not going to be streaming on Facebook anymore. We will be posting all our events on Facebook. So make sure you go check out our Facebook page. Follow it. We almost got 150 followers on our Facebook page. So that's awesome. You'll never miss a stream. I'll try to put a link on there all the time for our YouTube. Sealord16 is our Twitter. We're streaming on Twitter right now. So if you're watching on Twitter, what's going on? Make sure you go over there, give us a follow on Twitter, give us a like or give us a heart and a retweet for our stream over there on Twitter. On the Go at CeeLo1 is my Instagram. We're always posting on Instagram stories and all that good stuff. So make sure you check that out. And then On the Go at CeeLo is my TikTok. I just can't find the time to put towards putting stuff on there, but I gotta get in the groove of doing it. And then we're also streaming on Twitch. On the Go with CeeLo is all one word. On the Go with CeeLo is one word. We're streaming on Twitch right now as well. Please give us a follow. And that is all our social media. So make sure you follow us, like us, subscribe to us. And we're also on YouTube, of course, if you're watching here on YouTube. YouTube will always be our main bread and butter channel. We'll always stream on that no matter what. So thank you guys so much for all the love. We're on 10,000. Edwin, thank you, Edwin, for that subscribe. We went over 10,000 subscribers a couple races ago, and we're trying to get to 11K now. So we're so close to 10,500. We're halfway to 11K. I can see that 11K mark. Maybe we can get to 11K here in a couple weeks. But appreciate that for the subscribe. And let's go Team Chevy, Richard says. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. There's our social media. Appreciate y'all. All right. So William Byron leads. He got the lead back. Tyler Reddick in second. Ty Gibbs in third. Ross Chastain, another former winner, just looking along. Let's go right along with Ross. How about that? Any Watermelon fans out there? Watermelon Man fans, where are you at out there? Watermelon fans. Let me see where you at. Let me see those watermelons. Or you members? Let me see that one in the chat. Let me see the one as Ross Chastain back there in fourth place. And we have a redeem for him. It's Redeem Chastain. Chastain. There's that. So let's ride along with the watermelon man in our in-car camera. One second.
Well, it was off the front bumper of Christopher Bell, but it looks to me like Kyle missed a little bit, slipped up, locked the brakes up, whatever.
Oh, Larson
got a little bit
spun.
high, tried to hold it down. Bell was there, got into the back of him, spun him out.
Larson, Christopher Bell spun by Larson? Who?
He was definitely up.
Yeah,
out of the groove,
Christopher
wasn't down
Bell
at the bottom.
spun Larson. Wow.
Michael McDowell on pit road, making his
Dow
first
was
stop
like,
of the
finally,
day.
I got to come in for some
Michael
pits.
McDowell's team deciding last second to run one extra lap on that session there, going to lap 22. Needs more turn in the low-speed corners.
Go get him.
And
That's
the
right,
steering
Regine.
wheel has some slop to it. That is really a
Andy
pain
says
when you're
Hamlin
a driver.
sucks. Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. Today, he's in 9th place, shockingly. I can't believe it. He's not a road
Bell
course
is the
racer.
only
Thanks for the
car
subscribes,
on track
guys. We're
who has not
16
made a
away
pit
for
stop today.
10,500.
He's in 5th, 6 seconds back.
Go. Jeremy Dover, thanks for the subscribe. Jeremy, appreciate you.
Well, he's probably going to have to come this time by.
What's with the subscribers here? Thank you,
next
Peg.
couple laps.
Aunt Peg, what's up?
Larry.
Jeremy Dover,
Yeah, I
and
think
thank you,
he'll come
Brody
this time.
Rogers.
This gives
Appreciate
them
all the
insurance, guys,
subscribers.
because
Thank you
if he
so
comes
much.
at lap 23, that means he has to make one more run of 23 laps, then he could go 22 to the end. So this kind of gives them insurance.
8 to go in
They know they
stage
can
2.
go at least 23 laps.
8 to go in stage 2.
And
Where
I'm
I'm a
hearing
Nashville
right now,
Predator
just check
fan
with the
too.
team,
We're red hot
Larry.
right now.
It's going to be lap
As
24.
you can see, there's
Pit
Nash.
crew slowly putting on their helmets and getting ready, waiting for the 20 to come down.
Then he don't have to go 22 laps a run. 24, 22, 22.
Third place.
Yeah, Justin
Ross
Haley,
Chastain,
Rick Ware
Gibbs
Racing.
battling it out here.
Let's take a look. Yeah, we're watching it right now.
And Gibbs takes the spot for now.
Yeah, and this is that differing lines right there. Ross really wide through the stadium, and Ty Gibbs really tight.
Watch that go
on
down
the
right
bottom
there.
of the corner right there. Through 15. Now they're going through 16, 17, and 18. We call it the carousel. Into 19, run over the whole curb. More
Let's
curb
see if
you
you can
hit,
get it
the
back.
better the car turns.
Watermelon
Less
man
of
trying
that
to get on
outside
Ty
asphalt You
Gibbs.
have to use, split the whole curb right here to get as wide as possible to turn in. Use that paint on exit. It's grippy.
Chastain trying to get 3rd place here.
As you go up this hill right here, you see those dark marks on the racetrack, and those are all bumps. There's a tunnel that goes under the racetrack right there, and you see the swells in the racetrack, and the cars bounce.
And behind Haley, where did Carson Hocevar come from? Yeah, where did he come
I'm
from?
calling that first one a jump.
Good
right
job
back
for the
over
rookie,
here.
Hocevar.
Big time.
Yeah, and the farther you go to the left on the screen, the bumpier it is. So it's a crazy corner because you can break into that hill, but you can only brake so hard. You have to
Right with the
modulate the
9,
brake
all right.
pressure over those bumps up the hill.
And I think that's what makes that dive bomb so dangerous there. As they fan out on those restarts in particular, the farther to the inside they go, the bumpier it is, like you're saying. And I think the proof is there. You can see it in the tire marks where everybody's locked it up over time.
And right here, you saw A.J. Allmendinger go through turn 8. He hit that access road, got the car jacked up, and it hurt him all the way down to turn 11.
He's in 8th place, Bowman in 9th.
AJ, so much fun to watch on these road
All right, we're
courses.
going to in-car
Always right
camera
there.
for
Always
Chase
getting the
Elliott
most out of
now.
these race cars, attacks these racetracks. And it's so fun to watch.
Allmendinger in 7th. Running 7.6 seconds off the lead, held by William Byron with 23 laps.
All right. So Byron, Reddick, Ty Gibbs, Chastain, Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, and SVG in the top 10. Look at that. So you're actually shocked on Busch. Me too. I'm shocked with Denny. I'm shocked with Denny in the top 15. But Rowdy having a good day in 6th place. It's been staying good on the pits. Chase almost had Bowman there in that turn. So we're following along with Chase Elliott and his in-car camera. As we're watching along here. It's Chase. As Bowman got around him just a little while ago. I'm sure that makes South Virginia really upset. You want to know about Chase Elliott? You ask South Virginia. He'll tell you exactly what he feels about Chase Elliott and his crew chief and all that. We've had some conversations, but make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 200 likes. We're almost to 200. Trying to get to 10,500. We're 15 away from 10.5 on the subscribe. So just waiting on the commercial break to come back. We'll bring you the live audio as we're looking along with Chase Elliott and that 9 Chevrolet in a spot. 2-second lead for William Byron. He's pulling away once again. Stage 2 of 3, lap 24 of 68. And stage 2 is going to come to an end here pretty soon. And thank you for that subscribe as well. Appreciate that. Let's rock CeeLo's page and smash them. That's right, Richard. Liberty, liberty, liberty. Bell. He socked him. He sucked him. He hit Larson for sure. Spun him around. Where's Larson now that he got spun? Larson. I don't even see him in the top 20. Larson in 33rd spot after that spin. McDowell, he had that pit stop. He's back in 35th again, so that didn't work. Bubba Wallace, he had a third spin today, and he's back in 38th. Keselowski, he was in the top 5 or top 10. Now he's in 27th. So.
Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas. William Byron.
All right, back at it.
By 2 seconds.
Look at them babies.
And Ty Gibbs by 4. Ross Chastain 4.5. A.J. Allmendinger 8 seconds back now up into the top 5. Noah Gragson has pitted, so has Corey LaJoie. That puts them on a 2-stop strategy. The 99 pitted of Daniel Suarez did not pit. He'll get a pass-through penalty for violating track limits as Van Gisbergen pits.
Yeah, me too, Curtis.
Yeah, we saw Van Gisbergen racing around Chase Elliott in some of the same cars and probably figured if we can beat him to pit road and run a lap or two extra, we might be able to gain some track position if we can run some faster laps.
You know me.
Close
if
call
it's available, we're going to do it for you guys.
Let me go back to Suarez.
I hated to miss what we
missed. He was too fast entering the pit. Speeding on pit road is
really fun time on campus.
So he'll have to do a drive-through at pit road speed.
We had a good time on the UT campus yesterday.
And serves that penalty now.
I am so impressed with William Byron. Laying the lap times down on this racetrack. Has dominated this race so far. This boy just continues to impress in that 24 car.
And he puts the work in. I was at the go-kart track on Wednesday, and when I got there, William Byron was just finishing up in his go-kart.
Whoa!
Oh!
Kobayashi and Stenhouse.
Well, we got quite the kerfuffle right there.
Uh-oh.
Quite the what? What'd you say?
Kerfuffle.
That's a Ken Squire term. That must go back, I don't know, 30, 40 years.
They show it.
Well, it's my word of the week, so.
Well, all right.
There you go.
Well, here's another one. Van Gisbergen speeding on pit road.
Oh, SVG.
Minimizing mistakes.
Oh, SVG speeding on pit road.
Bowman working his way toward the front here. Restarted 12th.
Not a place that you want to make a mistake
up to 6th
here.
place.
Not the place.
Bowman's coming. Yep. Very good here. Solid. Average finishes here. Been in the top 10
That's right, Roddy.
races. And
spin house. Gregson and Barry having a bad day. Gregson had moved up, but not doing so well now.
Got a
Ricky Spinhouse.
He's not done with him yet.
Mountain Billy says he likes this road courses because. Oh, we got another one. Who's that?
And dump right there.
Eric Jones.
Jeff Gordon did that exact same
Spinhouse
thing
again
at Martinsville one time. I moved him up out of the way and spun him out, and he floored it. I heard him gas it up. It hit me, spun me in the wrong direction.
Well, this is turn 8. All that dirt. Yeah, it looked like Stenhouse was trying to knock him out of the groove and put him in the dirt right there, and wound up getting him into the left rear tire.
Oh, that was when he spun him out.
So Kobayashi, who's won the Rolex 24 Hours. And
Spaghetti and rice for lunch. That's an interesting combo.
Comes to pit road. William Byron not only is he the pole winningest active driver in the Cup Series, the all-time pole winner on road courses, Darrell Waltrip with 9, 5 for Byron now, has a driver coach, Max Pappas. And Pappas had a great career.
Follow along with William Byron here.
Endurance racing, sports car racing. Now makes the steering wheels for a lot of these drivers, but he is Byron's driver coach, and so I would imagine he'd be really good on road courses.
Yeah, and that's who William was at the kart track with, and Max and William have had a great relationship through the years. And there's several of these young men that just have great work ethic.
Right along with William Byron.
Has a great family and support system to go along with Max, with his parents, and just a great story coming from iRacing to do all the things that he's been so successful with in the Cup Series.
Kyle Busch got up to Bowman's bumper there, a corner or two back. That's pretty busy battle right there from 6th place on back. Bowman, Busch, Elliott, Hamlin.
Purdue took care of Utah State.
Well, we talked earlier, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, all those guys needed to have a good run today.
Tyler Reddick pitting from 2nd place. Josh.
A strong start to the race for Tyler Reddick. He continues to need a little help in the carousel and the stadium section. They made an air pressure adjustment last time, 4 tires, and fuel this time. Regan?
A.J. Allmendinger having a very good run today so far. Needed more rear grip without hurting the front turn earlier. The last adjustment was not good, though. He said it was worse this run than the previous run.
Rowdy in the
big
pits.
list of drivers who just pitted, including most all of that 6th place battle. Back to Haley, who was the highest running Ford in the race in 10th.
So Rowdy coming out of the pits.
Come out of the pits, and as you watch all these cars, there's a huge bump that we talked about it right there. See all the front ends just jump up in the air. Chase Elliott decided he was going to need to go underneath Carson Hocevar as quick as he could to get the track position and lose as little time. Forces him wide.
Well, that was experience on Chase Elliott's behalf. Hocevar wasn't really paying attention there. How about Bell? I'll get you both right here. Thank you very much. Good move.
Well, of course, Christopher Bell was not coming out of the pits. His tires
are hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all, for all your content, NASCAR content right here on the channel.
Those guys were getting it sorted out. He pounced on them.
Byron now 4 seconds up on Ty Gibbs, make it 5. Gibbs and Chastain. And then a big gap back to Denny Hamlin.
As we run here, Mike, this race just keeps gaining more interest to me as we have differing pit strategies that are going to start to merge as we get to the end of this 2nd stage and into the middle of the last section of this race.
Well, I think that's where it's really going to merge in that last section of the race, like you spoke of. One caution untimely, one caution that comes out, and it's going to separate this thing.
Man, this race, thank goodness they brought back stages for road courses. That's right, Bronny. It's been a hoot.
Here's William Byron to pit road. Regan.
Well, Ross Chastain, you see him peel off in the back there.
Haley,
from 3rd
highest
place.
running
right now,
Ford.
He's still too loose. Early in the race, too loose, especially through the right-handers.
Blaney, the highest running Ford.
It was only minorly better. He needs a bigger adjustment. Jamie?
Haley back at 20th.
Got his first career road course win in the Xfinity Series, hoping to do it in the Cup Series here today. What's a little bit of an adjustment, a little too loose to the right-handers, but the car is bad fast. You see he has clear vision. They got that tear off and 4 tires for the 54.
Reddick. Oh no, that was Ty Gibbs and Chastain and Byron coming out.
That'll move Denny Hamlin to the front.
Ooh, Denny, lead the road course. Take a picture.
Like
we haven't seen him on our screen today.
They originally planned to pit, but when they noticed everybody else peeling off in front of them, they felt like they wanted to take
William
the points,
Byron.
especially if they could get that playoff
Tell you,
point
man,
at the end
that
of the
kid
stage.
to play the lottery.
Well, that's the call you got to make at the end of these stages, and those points, as we've talked many times, can be very valuable as you go through the playoffs into the end of the regular season. Sometimes it might come down to 1 point, and you have to take those points when you can get them.
And no risk for Hamlin. He has a win So,
and I want to
add
add one more layer to that. I think they already know what bed they're lying in. In other words, I don't think they think that they could go up and pass that leader and contend for a win without some help here. That help can come in the form of strategy later on in the race. Give luck a chance to operate. In the meantime, let's go get some stage points, take care of business in the playoffs.
Well, he's going to have to go because the car behind him, Ryan Blaney, is a fair amount faster.
Yeah, they have cautions now after the stages, and it has to.
Ryan Blaney, last year's Cup
fly
Series champion,
when
and
the
he's
10th place
really
car
been the one flying
goes
the banner
across the start-finish
this
line.
year.
So
no
cautions last year between stages. This year they moved it back.
To the Chevys
New rules all the
Toyotas,
time,
so
South Virginia.
They definitely have some work to do, but Ronnie Blaney has made the most out of it. Larry?
Yeah, I've been watching Christopher Bell in this 20. If you
Hope
notice,
did he find the stock of tires? I'm sure he will.
Now, and I think we know what his strategy is, a two-stop strategy. But he's well behind a lot of cars that just made their trip to pit road. Their pit stop was 19.65. They kept that car jacked up on the left side for about 4 or 5 additional seconds, making sure they got that thing completely full of fuel.
Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all. We're trying to get to 10,500.
Bell in 20th. 30 seconds behind race leader Denny Hamlin, but of course on very, very different strategies. Here's Chase Briscoe, the Mahindra Tractors cam. Might need one of those to do some repair out in turn 8 before this race is done, as he's right up there against Joey Logano.
You see them out in the paint.
One more lap.
As they run through the day, and those exit paint sections will get grippier and grippier. Now they're going to go up into turn 1. You're going to see Joey Logano go to the left of the bumps. Chase Briscoe goes straight through them. That's a good strategy for Logano. If your car is bouncing all over the place, bottoming out, locking up tires, just go around those bumps into turn 1. That's what I had to do last year in my car, many laps. And you see Joey Logano choosing that strategy to just go around those bumps.
Final lap, stage 2, Hamlin, Blaney, and Martin Truex, who earlier had to stop because of contact with 2 other cars and a shattered wheel rim.
Stage points here?
Truex back up in it. Here for third, along with Todd Gilliland and Ryan Preece, as we come toward the end of stage 2. Limping around the track is Michael McDowell, something broken in the steering on his car.
Lot of opportunities to damage that steering with all the curb jumping and everything that happens to the vehicle. Very tough on it at this particular racetrack.
Well, we already heard one car change the right companion and go to the rear. Maybe
look at him. I mean, he's
out of power steering. I'd say lost fluid or something. No power steering at all.
You see the hitch there? It's like the steering's in and out, like the power steering's coming in and out on him.
Look at the difference that it makes.
He can barely steer.
Barely turn the wheel.
Come on, Denny.
Around turn 20. Back to the start-finish line. Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin stage win, baby.
Your stage 2 winner. Half a second up on Ryan Blaney.
You see those 11s.
1.7 ahead of Martin Truex.
See those 11s.
First stage win of the year for Hamlin and his second
first stage win for Hamlin. He always wins at the end. That's why. Awesome. So appreciate y'all being here. Thanks so much for all the love today. All the likes. We're almost at 200 likes. Now, let me see those 11s in the chat if you're a big Denny Hamlin fan like myself. Today, I have the Joe Gibbs. Where you at? Over here. I have the Joe Gibbs Racing shirt on, and I'll show you my back of my shirt here. You can see it. Has all the Joe Gibbs Racing cars on the back. It's a really cool shirt. I know you JGR fans will like that. I don't know if you can see it or not. But all the cool shirts on the back. It's got Denny, Christopher Bell, Truex, all of them on there. So that is my shirt of the day. Let's go JGR. That's right. So we'll see what happens. Let's go 19. Yeah, he's struggling. Truex is struggling. We're also under caution. As of always, the caution, not as always, something new this year. There are new cautions now between the stage breaks for the road courses, which that was never before. But Truex, where's he at? Truex, where you at, Truex? Where's Truex at? Oh, well, I was saying he was having a bad day. He's in 3rd place. I'll take that. All right, there, look at you. Truex just finished 3rd. I was thinking last time I looked, he was way down there. But hey, good for Truex in 3rd. Awesome. All right. Let's go Team Chevy. What's up, Mosh? You getting back to some racing this weekend? Gonna be racing from Richmond with your new setup, man. Mosh just got this new setup at his house, and I'm looking forward to him racing in it. It might make a big difference. Yes, it was. They tried to eliminate stages on road courses last year. Brought it back before the end of the year, but it's not new. Okay. I just don't remember cautions during stages during the road courses. I don't remember that. I don't remember it at Watkins Glen. Maybe I don't remember. But just ran COTA and finished 12th. Hey, there you go. So it is a difference. That's awesome. We'll have to talk about that. All right, back at it.
Tailgate Kings, man, in full effect here this weekend in Texas. This week, we focus on the key ingredient that makes any setup better, good barbecue.
You're not enjoying the race? I know, Quinto. It's road course racing.
Competition right here at COTA Speedway. I held in on that. These guys mean business. Look at that.
Of course you held in on that.
Never trusted Skinny Cook. Those guys were on point. Awesome barbecue.
That's what we need. We need the machine to break right about there with you in it.
See, I tried to get you to do this with me yesterday, and you
left.
Denied. No.
You left the facility.
Actually, I had to wait on you to do an interview so I could do mine. It was the first time this year that I've had to wait on you. I know you wait on me a lot.
Here's the stage finish. Hamlin, Blaney, Truex, Gilliland, Priest with stage points in 5th. Kozlowski, Nemechek overcoming a penalty. Byron, the only driver who stopped at lap 28 to earn any stage points in stage 2. Hemrick and Josh Berry, the top 10. Fox Saturday Baseball returns.
NASCAR Heat is for little kids with their joysticks. iRacing, yeah, he's on iRacing.
Jose Altuve and the Astros. Or you'll see the Giants take on the Padres. It all starts Saturday, 7 Eastern. Check for the game in your area. 39 drivers started here. They are still all on the lead lap. Michael McDowell with steering issues brings his car to pit road.
Yeah, this might be the last time we see this camera today, or it'll stay on until Michael gets wore out. Unless they find something wrong. You hear him shut
Kevin,
the car off.
This is the first time I've ever experienced this. We get a bird's eye view. He is literally right below us. Hood's coming up on this car.
Oh, you've witnessed it. I've seen a picture of you after a race at the Roval, sitting beside your car that wore you out like this.
You know the last car I passed that day for a 10th place finish?
I set you up.
Michael McDowell. Put up with Michael McDowell's car.
So you're saying that you beat me with no power steering?
Well, you've beat me without being able to see
Beat you blind.
So yeah, guess we're even. Larry, what can you do here? Obviously a leak, loose fitting.
I mean, that's the first thing they got to do, Clint, is determine exactly what it is. Has it run out of fluid? Does it have a leak? Does it have a line issue? You know, obviously we've had just the rack and pinion itself, the rack itself going bad.
You can see just how busy these cars are under the hood from that shot that we just had, and how hard it is to visibly see any kind of
NASCAR
problem.
Heat's full of drunks and trolls, Andy says.
So they can get down to the rack and actually see what the problem at hand is. There it comes off. Now the
McDowell's
more of
in-car
the
camera.
airbox coming off.
And since there are no track limits here except in the S's, with all of the alligator teeth on the curbings and all of the bouncing around, the steering probably takes a bigger beating here than anywhere we go.
I would agree with you on that, Mike. And you know, we talk about the bumps up into turn 1 and all the jumping around that it does right there. But when you go through turn 7, turn 10, and you literally just square the car up and jump it straight over the curb, all 4 tires almost probably off the ground, and when it lands, it compresses and it slams into the rub block. So
then you get around to that rut in 8, big rut, 4 or 5 inches deep.
Yeah,
you can see he is wore out already. Yeah. Get some more water. You're going to need it.
You need more than water.
That's a terrible feeling. I've been there, Michael. Terrible feeling.
31 laps complete. Denny Hamlin leading for Toyota, and under caution, the Toyota Camry XSE leads the field here.
Bell should get a penalty for doing Larson like that. That's road course race. It's road course race.
Here's your Progressive race summary. After 2 of 3
was that a good imitation? Of course, he said it's short track racing, but was that a good enough one?
William Byron and Christopher Bell have also, Denny Hamlin have led today. 3 lead changes, and all 39
Yeah, no thank you. What's up, James Moore? What's going on?
Well, we talked about it so much today. We see several guys at the back.
Michael McDowell on the pits there.
Have had contact with other cars. They've had speeding penalties. They've had all kinds of things happen.
Hitting that like button. Keep on hitting that subscribe.
Penalties.
2 more to 200.
Here we are again, getting ready to come down pit road, and no mistakes. Don't speed. Take care of your pit equipment. Get the car in the box. Don't hit anybody on the way out. There's so many opportunities to have something go wrong with your race right here while you enter pit road.
Now the final stage, twice as long as the first 2 stages, so this will not be the final pit stop of the day. But here they come, led by Hamlin. Regan.
Denny Hamlin told that he will have to go around the 34, as you see it right there, to get into his pit box. He's loose entering turns 2 and 16. Those are the areas he needs the most help with. Very, very decisive on what, or very,
Watching
very
Denny Hamlin's pit stop right here.
The 12 car Ryan Blaney, no rear stability in the braking zone. Josh?
Tough start to the race for Martin Truex Jr. after shattering that wheel rim. Right now, complaining that car is just way too loose. Making adjustments
come out
for the 38 of Todd Gilliland. He said he's struggling through the S's. Otherwise, he's happy with that car right now.
Third.
Boy, when Truex whipped out of his pit stall, he almost got into Brad Keselowski, who was coming in as Truex was exiting.
Larson, Blaney.
Denny Hamlin.
Thank you, Michelle. Denny with the stage win, y'all. See if we can win another one right here. Come back to back. Thank you for subscribing, Michelle. Appreciate all the love tonight, guys. We're 8 away from 10,500. Appreciate y'all being here on the go at CeeLo. We've been bringing NASCAR content to you guys all last year, and this year as well. And hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We've been doing NASCAR this year since the Daytona 500 Speed Weeks. We've been bringing out everything that we race, except this weekend. We took Saturday off. We thought we'd take this day off, but our plans changed. So I got to bring the race to you guys. So glad for you guys to come back. Thanks for the new members. Thanks for the new subscribers. So if you're a new member and you like to use the emojis, they're only 99 cents for a month. It renews, so you don't have to worry about it, or you can cancel at any time. We also have $1.99 and $2.99 memberships, so Rookie, Pro, and MVP. So we'd love for you guys to hang out with us here on the channel. Can we get some shout-outs? Yeah, we can do that. Well, we're gonna talk about our good friend Jennifer at Travel Depot. She is our travel agent, and she could be your travel advisor as well. And here it is, Jennifer at Travel Depot. If you would like to go to a race, go on a cruise, go on a Disney, go on anywhere on your vacation this summer or coming up for spring break, really right around the corner, check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. There's her Facebook page, Instagram page. All her information is there, the phone number and her email. She will love to plan a vacation for you. She is our travel advisor, and we want you to be hers as well. So make sure you check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. If you have a budget and you can only spend so much money, you say, hey, Jennifer, I can only spend this much money, but I want to go to here. And she will put it together for you guys. So make sure you check out Jennifer at Travel Depot. She is awesome. And there is our partner on our channel. So, all right. So, back at it. Denny there on the in-car camera. We watched his pit stop. So that's cool. That's cool. We're just waiting on the audio to come back here for you guys, and we'll be bringing it in. You're welcome. I appreciate everybody being here. Just turned in, Rodney. What's going on? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. You are the best NASCAR watch-along in the business, Andy says. Dude, I appreciate it, man. I try to entertain you guys and have fun. Try to talk to every single one of you. I do miss something. Mods, make sure if I miss something, make sure you answer them. Rowdy, your brother, has a great name. My friends call me by my middle name, Philip. Awesome. Here we go.
We are ready for stage 3.
Stage 3.
Run the lap 68. See the checkered flag.
Byron, Gibbs, Chastain, Reddick, Bowman, Dillon, Busch, and Denny is way in the back. Denny is in 18th. Here we go. Green flag.
Well, it's been pretty smooth sailing so far, but it isn't going to be long.
Here we go.
Here we go. Byron shows the inside, so did Ty Gibbs. That puts Ross Chastain outside for the restart as they fan out and climb the hill.
33 of 68 to go, y'all. Here we go.
Turn 1.
Time for Larson to move it on up, Jamie says.
He got in too hard, yes.
Oh.
Haley way to the inside.
Byron went in too deep there.
And Chastain.
Chastain.
Ty Gibbs pushed Byron. Pushed him into a mistake. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me see those watermelons. There you go, Menace. Dropping those ones.
Chastain to the point.
Well, now we're going to see what William Byron's car has. Because he has not been in traffic all day. So now he's going to have to figure out how to get back by these two guys, or is it going to slow him down as much as it has everybody else as Tyler Reddick tries to go on the inside of William Byron in turn 10.
See, James Moore dropping the ones. There is a one emoji, James Moore.
Down to the hairpin. Reddick to the inside, looking for one.
Had that wheel lock up. That was dangerous. About wiped out his own teammate.
Well, that's the part that we've been talking about Tyler Reddick since last year and the year before, is how good he's
Rodney,
been in the
glad you're
braking zones.
here.
I think he's going to. Oh, Ryan Priest is around.
Ryan Priest spins season 36.
Underway.
Former winner Chastain.
Priest was 31st.
Byron underneath.
Ty Gibbs, Eric Church's boy, trying to take it away from him.
Does not want him to get
Mountain
around.
Billy dropping those watermelons with the ones.
Doing all he can to keep him back there.
Seven more subscribers. Thanks for over 200 likes. Let's go to 250 now on the likes.
Still a lot of side-by-side 15th on back. Things have sort of settled down up front and into a procession, but look at this swarm. It's Carson Hocevar, who was battling with Briscoe side-by-side.
Here comes SVG. By SVG.
Yeah, we saw some great passes yesterday. One of the best passes I've seen in a NASCAR race that SVG put on Ty Gibbs yesterday in turn 1.
It was a crossover, much like you just saw right there underneath St. Smith.
Yeah, speaking of Ty Gibbs, he's all over the back bumper of Ross Chastain.
Let's go.
He's getting a lot of pressure from William Byron behind him as well.
Well, Ross Chastain has that track position, and we know Ross has obviously won here for Trackhouse and has run here good here every year, and he does not want to lose that track position that he now has.
Oh, Gibbs takes out Byron.
Daniel Hemrick has pitted with damage to the front of his car. Josh Berry also on pit
Mr.
road.
Rent-free.
That scrum at the back of the field. Kerfluffle? Did you say
That's funny. Here we go.
Yeah, they were part of that equation with Ryan Priest.
You can say it. Go ahead.
Love watching
You're not a
these
hater,
guys
Justin
set up
Gray.
passes. They ride where they need to ride, and then all of a sudden start applying pressure and getting in position when it counts. And he's passing
change of plans.
corners down here in 11 and 12.
WeatherTech Cam on board Van Gisbergen as he battles Hocevar.
Yeah, Raymond, stuff happens. I took Saturday off. Is that good enough? You know me, I can't.
See him stacked up behind Ross Chastain. I think Ty Gibbs is probably a little bit faster than Ross, but Ross putting the car where he needs to put it to get a good drive up off the corner. Hasn't made any mistakes yet.
So,
You're a proud
who's
hater,
the hardest guy in the Cup Series to pass?
All right, let's watch Ty Gibbs try to chase down the watermelon, man.
Ross Chastain.
Hardest driver to pass. I'd say Ross Chastain. He's really good at mirror driving. I'd say Ross does a pretty good job.
I'm going to have to give this award to Ross Chastain lately.
Ross has proven to be really, really tactful when it comes to racing for position.
Ross Chastain. I think that the hardest driver to pass is the one car.
He agrees.
Oh, that's right, Stitch.
Yeah, we see Michael McDowell just getting out of the way of the whole field.
We'll follow them all the way around.
He's got
one time, and then we'll turn it off.
The steering problems.
Look
that
at
he
Ty
had.
Gibbs going on the
Drive
inside.
the inside. Ty Gibbs on Ross Chastain. He's going to make this pass. Not so much, not so fast.
Well, here's where it gets tricky as you go down through turn 2.
Oh.
See Ross
pushed him back out.
Got close.
And it would have got even
Eric
harder.
Church, your boy almost got it.
Headed into 3 with the angles that see William Byron really close to cutting the limits right there. But that's where it gets
Denny
hard
pitted,
coming through the
so
S's.
he's back, and he was in 19th.
If you're side by side into 3, it just throws your angle off for 4, 5, and 6. And
well, Ty Gibbs
28 for Denny. He did lead a stage. He got some points. So
slipping and sliding around.
It's
now
a successful day.
The opportunity to William Byron to pounce here, getting into 11.
35 down, 33 laps to go. Ross Chastain holding on to a narrow lead against Ty Gibbs and William Byron.
All right, appreciate y'all hanging out. We are going side by side here. Watching Ty Gibbs pull away from William Byron a little bit. He's trying to chase down Ross Chastain in second place. You look at Byron getting a little closer to him on his bumper. The boys in the back. Bowman there. Look at Bowman in 5th spot. See what happens here. Byron's been leading a lot today. We can look at the who got close to him. Laps led here. Chastain got the 2 laps led so far. Byron's got 24, matching his number. Christopher Bell had 7, and Denny had 3. Denny led the most important ones. He got the stage win, so Denny's got some points to help him out. Gotta love those points. Okay. Chastain's in the lead. Is this comfy? Yeah. Just waiting on a commercial break to come back. Oh, look at Byron finally got around him. Byron moves into second place now. Yeah. Just not, just not on the whole entire time. All right. So Byron got around him there. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for the subscribes. 4 to go to 10,500. Let's go Team Chevy, Richard says. Rowdy Bush is back. What's going on, Rowdy? Andrew, what's up? Does Byron have better tires? They just all pit. Or I don't think they pitted. Only a certain few pitted. I wish on the thing over here, it would have last pit. But this right here, this number here is the seconds that they were in the pits down here. I want this to be changed to what lap they pitted on. No, it's not. It's how many their last pit, how many seconds they were in the pit. Not on lap 10. Oh. It's how many seconds. I don't know. They need to change that to how many pits. What lap they pitted on. Thank you, 10,500. Woo! 500 to go to 11K. Unbelievable. Crazy. It's nuts. Thank you for subscribing. Chef Mookie. I like that name. Chef Mookie. Thank you for that subscribe. As we're watching here on the in-car camera. As Bowman now is getting closer to Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs got some stuff going on here.
box where Ross Chastain's the leader, and William Byron has used the run-up to turn 1 to make the pass on Ty Gibbs for second. Gibbs now in the clutches of Alex Bowman to hold on to the 3rd spot. So let's have a look at today's Credit One Bank ones to watch. Clint, who you got?
I've got this guy, number 48, Alex Bowman. Started 17th up to 4th. Marches on and definitely in the right direction.
I'm keeping my eye on Christopher Bell because he has a little bit different pit strategy. Had some trouble on pit road, but has a really
Johnson
fast
is the
car working his
GOAT.
way back forward.
Well, there's still one pit stop to go, but who's the hardest guy on the track to pass?
Thank you, buddy.
Ross Chastain. Everybody knows it, including Ross. Is Ross the boss? We'll see how this plays out.
Now we're watching Bowman's car on Ty Gibbs.
With 31 laps to go at Circuit of the Americas. And Chastain holding a 1.5-second lead. Earlier this morning, we listened in on the Trackhouse team meeting for car number 1.
All right, fellas. Today we got stages at 15, 30, 68. We got 5 sets of tires to play with. I don't expect us to use them all. We got that set of scuffs. We'll have them prepped and ready.
You know, like I always say, the world needs doctors and lawyers, but it also needs savages, boys.
Phil Surgeon and crew.
Gordon
all right,
is the
Chastain
GOAT.
up by between 1 and 1.5 seconds. It varies depending on whether the car ahead or behind is on the straightaway or going through one of the corners. But right now, that passes for what would be a commanding lead.
He's still laying some good lap times down. Even with Byron getting in at second place, he still put 2/10 on him.
Well, I think that track position for Ross Chastain has really allowed
that car up, right?
Well, it's woke it up, and it's allowed us to see the speed that it has in it. And I think they're going to recognize that for sure and want to keep that track position because they know they have a car to keep up.
Front 4 pretty close in contact. Another second back to Kyle Busch in 5th spot. We listened
Mr.
to
H's
some
cars
strategy
are on
there.
the move. That's right, South Virginia.
You know, about a 24-lap run.
Bowman in 4th.
Which would be longer than we've always run all weekend.
Elliott in
So,
6th.
I think it's like
Byron in 2nd. And Larson
you're going to lose time, so I get it. Yeah, you're going to lose time.
coming back. He's in 22nd.
Catching an untimely caution.
Well, so far today, we have not had a caution for cause.
Oh, man.
Only the 2 stage breaks.
That's going to be big trouble for Chase Elliott. It looked like he went all the way off the racetrack right there. He got in trouble in turn 3, and in turn 4, he had to shoot all the way to the right. And the reason I bring that up is through the S's, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are where you get penalties.
Well, here's the penalty. Watch the number 9.
Yeah, the car bounced right there wrong, and he had to correct it to keep it going straight and just wound up way to the inside.
Awesome,
in
Chef
turn
Mookie.
4.
I mean, it happened that
well.
fast, too.
Cool.
We saw the car right behind him, Kyle Busch, do that in qualifying, and it looked like the back tires came about 6 or 8 inches up off the
Bowman.
ground.
Oh,
And that's
Chase
exactly
Elliott
what happened
penalty.
to Chase Elliott right there as well.
Running 5th. Huge setback for the 9 car.
Yeah, Elliott will have to make a drive down pit road at pit
Chase
road
Elliott
speed
penalty.
while the rest of the field races on. Behind him is Kyle Busch,
Cutting
then
penalty
Tyler
for
Reddick,
Chase.
then Christopher Bell, then Chris Buescher, who's the leading
I'm waiting for
Ford
the
in
South
the
Virginia,
race.
like, are you
the highest
kidding me?
that the 17 has been all day.
Come on, Gibbs. Chef
Restarted
Mookie says.
8th and is now in 9th. So in contention for a top 10 there, just in front of A.J. Allmendinger.
We see those 2 line choices. Chris Buescher up the racetrack, a little more arc. AJ kind of straight into turn 15.
Really
laps to
shows
go
you how
here.
that door can open up if you're willing to take it.
Yeah, you make yourself very vulnerable in traffic when you go up that far.
Behind Allmendinger, that's Justin Haley coming into the picture.
And this is another
about
week
Justin
that we talk
Haley in
about Justin
11th
Haley
spot.
doing a good job. One of my I call him a kid. He's one of my favorites on the circuit. Just a good down to earth human. And every so often he just shows up, whether it's in this car or a different car. He's done it year after year.
It's usually when the challenge is the steepest is when Justin Haley shines the brightest.
Now those 11 cars back to Haley have 3 seconds on the rest of the field. Briscoe, Truex, Van Gisbergen, and
See ya,
Logano,
baby.
and the rest.
This Thursday.
28 laps to go at Circuit of the Americas. Ross
Braves
Chastain out front as we
baseball.
take you Fox side by side.
All right, let's take a look at Justin Haley's car. Justin Haley's car. Let's see what that one looks like. He is running in 11th spot. Justin Haley. Take a look at Justin Haley here as NASCAR is going side by side with 40 laps complete of 68. Chastain, Byron, Gibbs, Bowman, your top 4. 5th place is Chase Elliott, but he is about to give up that spot. He is on a cutting penalty as he did not keep those 2 tires on that one side over there. Haley, man, getting more TV time than he did with Colleague. Exactly. Everybody really is like, why did Haley leave? Like, he was done so good job. But why did he leave? Such weird questions. But Justin Haley, they're in 11th spot. We're riding along with him. Justin Haley during the commercial break. But, Blaney spun. Bubba Wallace spun Blaney. Ooh. He'll be hot on the radio about that one. You know he will. Oh, my gosh. Blaney gets spun. That's not good. He's going to be mad on the radio for sure. Can't wait to hear that one. Be a lot of bleep, 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 bleep. Can't pit under a penalty. Can you pit on a stop and go penalty? I don't think so. No, you have to just go right through. There's no pitting. Yeah, no pitting. Here comes Chase going down. And this is going to kill Chase's day right here. You know, doing it earlier in the day. Oh, another spin. Who's this? Kyle. Rowdy spins. He doesn't lose too many spots, though. But Rowdy, he spins too. Rowdy Busch was in 5th. See where he is now after it plays through. But the commercial will be coming back here in a second. Just a couple spins so far now. Blaney spun. Looks like where Blaney was, I think it was Bubba Wallace that spun Blaney. And then just now, Kyle Busch, he spun. Right back out of here. Let's listen in.
Chastain in the lead by half a second on William Byron. It's been an eventful day. Bubba Wallace going around, contract from Keselowski. Harrison Burton spin. Josh Berry with Corey LaJoie. Around goes Kyle Larson from Christopher Bell. Everybody
He's
got
trying,
together there. Okay.
Kid.
And then around goes the 47 and the 50 Stenhouse and Kobayashi. Locking up the brake there and spinning is Ryan Blaney. And moments ago, Christopher Bell to Kyle Busch.
Not Christopher clear. Bell getting into everybody
now, despite
today.
all of this, there has not been a caution for cause on the racetrack today. And there are no local yellow flags. Track workers will put out a blue advisory flag if someone spins in an area. But that is just a warning to oncoming drivers. It is not a yellow. The only yellows we have are full course yellows.
And we get more of those at this racetrack than anywhere we go. I like that. There's no reason to throw a full course caution for that when it's just a local and they always get it spun back around and keep going.
Jamie Little.
Shane Van Gisbergen back in 13th. He just reported to his team he's got a problem with the gearbox. He has lost first gear. Now, if we're at an oval, that's not a huge deal except for exiting your pit box. On this road course, though, we've got 6 first-turn corners, guys. That's going to be tough as we move forward to the end of this race.
Thanks, Jamie. A lot of action here, top of the hill, turn 1. That's Martin Truex making the pass on Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch trying to take it back.
It was Rowdy. He's mad. Don't get Rowdy mad.
Not good at all if you're SVG losing that first gear as many times as you're in it on this racetrack. You're going to be slower. And if a caution comes out and you have to restart, you'll be even more trouble.
That's right.
Hold your
Christopher
own
Bell's been spinning people
like
left and right today.
And you can make up the
poor
difference.
SVG, yeah, he had a penalty.
He'll have to change
but
his
he's
driving
in
style a
13.
little bit to
Hey, that's not bad.
Kind of compromise.
Could be worse.
All that is happening,
could be back
not
here.
being able to use first gear and just use second gear.
Could be back here.
A the longer it goes, the more wheel spin you'll have, and the less it'll hurt you.
There's chase now after that penalty in 20 seconds for Kyle Larson.
Christopher Bell passing A.J. Allmendinger.
So Larson and Elliott. Elliott had to have a pass-through penalty.
Well, we know Christopher Bell has a really fast car, and when you're going by A.J. Allmendinger on a road course, you know it's pretty fast.
True.
But we expect Christopher Bell to keep driving forward. They had a big 19-second pit stop where they lost a bunch of track position and time. So he has been slowly working his way back forward. We know he has the car and the pace to run up front.
And that was his only stop of the day. Some drivers have made one, some have made two. Larry, what's ahead for pit stops?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're Christopher Bell.
He had an issue with the car. They had the hood up a little while ago.
Everybody's on the same strategy now. You want to get to that window to make it to the end, which is about 3 or 4 laps from now, because you can go 22 to 24 laps on fuel. But remember what Randall Burnett told Kyle Busch earlier. You don't want to wait too long. The worst thing that could happen to you,
appreciate y'all
36 drivers on the lead lap, is start to wait. Other drivers make their green flag stop, and you get trapped by a caution. You want to be on the early side of coming to pit road.
You want to be in turn 1 where Byron is right now.
Byron
doing the dive bomb on Chastain, who gave him just enough room, but no chance to get alongside.
Well, he tried to surprise him right there with a late pass, and sometimes you do that just to show him the nose.
That's your aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, powering every lap, every mile, and every victory on the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven.
But I love where William Byron's head is at in trying to just keep showing Ross Chastain different things. Regan?
Well, Kevin, just to add to what Ross Chastain is dealing with, as Byron's trying to show himself a couple laps ago, he told the team it's getting very easy to slide the front tires in the braking zone on that one car right now. That just adds to what he's got to deal with.
Well, that tells me that he slid the tires somewhere, and it just keeps finding that flat spot every time he goes into the corner. Once you flat spot that tire, Clint, it just hurts.
Keeps getting worse. It finds that flat spot.
Yeah, and you just have to back off in the braking zones because you just don't have that same braking capability. William Byron knows it too. You can tell that he's antsy to get by, and Ross misses it.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, that tire, it rolls around there and
side by side for the lead
here.
It
just keeps getting worse and worse. But this Chastain is not going to let him around him very easy. He's going to keep pushing him out, makes his car wide.
Don't get Chastain, Byron.
Struggle to get around him.
You see William Byron really wide, trying to get a good run off of turn 15.
Don't get Chastain.
How important is it for Byron to take the lead before pit stops?
I want to control the race anytime I get the chance, and I think that mentality is necessary, especially when you're racing somebody like Ross.
I couldn't tell you that, Regine.
We already saw Ty Gibbs. Probably wish he would have moved him and got more aggressive. Now, I think he's going to get the job done. Move him out a little bit. Take this line. Take the real estate away from him, or you're going to have to do it all over again.
Chastain and Byron drag racing down the front stretch.
You said this earlier, Clint. When Ty Gibbs had the opportunity to clear Ross Chastain, you need to make it happen when you think you can.
Crossover, Chastain. Bottom to top. Byron with the lead.
Yeah, and Ross learned that yesterday when SVG did that to the car right behind these two, Ty Gibbs, going into turn 1.
Man.
These guys all pay attention to stuff like that.
Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson are the first to pit.
Here they come with 25 to go. I was wondering if somebody had tried to fudge it a little bit here. Hey, how are you going to get around them? This is how. Let's go for it. Let's gamble.
Byron, the new leader. Let me see those. Oh, Keselowski spins, James Moore.
He is the 6th Cup champion to have either been sandwiched, spun out, or have a course-cutting penalty today.
He was looking for a gate in the side of the crash wall down there to go home.
The new leader. We see 24s in the chat.
And we stay green, as you see in our Fox tracker in the upper left. The only cautions today have been the 2 4-stage breaks. I don't think that'll persist.
Need cautions. Come on, Muller man. I mean, Mellon man.
Ross Chastain looking back on the inside of William Byron. He knows if he lets this go a little bit too long and William gets away,
anyone
it's going to be hard.
But Byron T-Man says.
To get that track position
even
back,
Hamlin
but
rookie van?
It's so interesting as we've seen these guys take the lead and we think they're going to drive off. I thought William Byron would drive off, and here's Ross Chastain racing to try to challenge for the lead again.
So does this put it on the pit crews? A lot easier to pass somebody when they're stopped.
It's definitely a lot easier, and we talk about the mistakes and everything that we've seen all day from speeding penalties. These guys know that, and so do those pit crew guys. That's a lot of pressure to perform under.
This is what they call the money stop, without a doubt.
Well, and that's what happened to William Byron last year.
Bowman from 4th in. Top 3 stay out. One more lap. At least one more lap.
That's Kyle Larson's pit. He has made his pit stop. Maybe a lap or two early.
24 to go, y'all.
I like that move by Bowman.
That like butter, trying to get to 250 on the lights.
That's going to force them to have to pit.
Help us get there, y'all.
Kyle Busch is in. So is
you say
Wallace.
Anybody but Byron, too.
He has a good pit stop right here. Can he capitalize on these fresh tires?
Josh?
Bowman in the pit.
Bowman, that car has gotten better as the day has gone along. His only complaint, he is still struggling in 15 and 20. Otherwise, he's happy with that car, guys.
Bowman, one of 3 drivers who have been top 3 in all the Cup races here at COTA. Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick are the others.
Now you see the 24 missed the apex right there in turn 11.
So do you stop now and get those fresh tires on, or do you wait another lap or two so you have a shorter stop for fuel and better tires for the run to the finish?
So Bowman gets his pit stop out of the way.
Well, you know, that's the move that Bowman did. He forced their hand. I think they'll have to pit here. He was right there on their heels. You saw it in the shot of those 3 leaders go by. Bowman pitting in the background.
One thing that I see right here, Clint, though, I don't know where Alex Bowman was compared to those 2 cars behind him. If he had to pass those cars, if they impeded that lap. And that's one thing that matters as you come out of the pits. Where do you fall in traffic, and how much do you have to slow down for passes and slower cars?
It's a great point. Absolutely matters. Because that lap is more important than anything.
Here we go. Pit road.
Byron in the pits.
Mike Ross Chastain's team told him do exactly what the 24 does. If he pits, pit with him. If he doesn't, stay out there. Right now, Ross said the rear tires are just burning off it too much. I'm getting too loose as I run. Jamie?
William Byron hasn't made any adjustments to his race car today, saying it feels pretty good.
See what Byron can do. So can he get out before Chastain? Chastain's moving. Byron hasn't even pit yet.
Into his #1 pit box, and you notice the 54, Ty Gibbs, he stayed out.
Yeah, the Chevys pitted, the Toyotas stayed out. So Gibbs, Reddick, and Bell on a slightly different strategy are 1, 2, 3.
Watch Chastain go by.
And here is Bowman coming down the straightaway.
I think he's going to get it.
Made his stop.
So Byron gets out before Chastain.
Without a doubt, that was the play. And he
what
does.
A pit crew.
Yes, he does. Yes, sir. It worked. Good move by them. Chastain had a little bit of a slower stop, had trouble on his rear. I think that was the difference between him. You know, obviously he went in.
Byron got through.
So that was cool to watch that.
With Byron, but
Chastain.
How about Gibbs staying out?
Ty Gibbs.
Strategies all over the place now, boys.
Yeah, and he's
what I don't like about
see those
that,
54s.
if you get burnt by a caution that comes out before you make that green flag pit stop, you're going to be way back
Ty
in the
Gibbs,
pack.
the new leader.
Well, he's running clean laps right now, and the other 2 cars are in traffic, so it's a big risk for sure if that caution comes out.
I like this strategy. We've not seen a caution all day for cause. We've had a couple of cars spin. We've had contact.
Oh, they're
but
so
nothing
good
that would bring out a full course caution as of yet.
Oh, don't jinx him, Mike.
I'm not.
It won't be long before the wires start sparking inside those helmets.
Yeah.
A.J. Allmendinger up to 4th, behind the 3 Toyotas of Gibbs, Reddick, and Bell. Truex 5th. And a bunch of Chevys to fill the top 10. The first Ford is Blaney in 11th, and leader Ty Gibbs comes to pit road 1 lap after the Chevrolets.
And Ty Gibbs was the fastest of the 4 Gibbs when they unloaded yesterday. He really set the pace for the team as he makes his way down pit road. It's going to be just 4 tires as he gives up the lead. First time today he's led. He's led
Ty
1 lap
Gibbs
so
in.
far. No adjustments. You see the tear off for good
Keeping that
vision
subscribe,
to the end
keeping
of
that
this
like
race.
button. We're trying to get to 250 on the lights. Help us get there, y'all.
Long, but felt like he burnt the tires off his
AJ
car.
still coming
just
up. Look
struggling
at
really bad when he got in
SVG and
traffic.
Gibbs peels out, but I don't think he's going to beat Byron up the hill. There's Byron to the outside coming to turn 1. With a good gap there on Ty Gibbs.
Come in about 3rd or 4th.
24 is 2 up there in front of you.
Ty Gibbs with the
So
pit stop.
Reddick the leader,
Not enough.
Bell in 2nd.
You go back to those green flag
Reddick
pit
in first
stops,
place.
William
Tyler
Byron's pit
Reddick,
stop was roughly
45.
3 seconds quicker than the 1 car of Ross Chastain, a 10.3 to a 13.3.
And without a doubt made all the difference.
Yep.
That 1 car had trouble. The 48 pounced on him. Did not get the job done. William Byron still your leader. Not yet. But as it will play out, hopefully, without a caution, it will be.
4th place there, and Ricky Stenhouse is going to get a pass-through penalty for exceeding track limits at turn 4. That has been the downfall of drivers all day.
Regina, he is 2311 Racing. South Virginia says Elliott might be near front after cycle. Chase.
Watch Tyler Reddick go through the carousel here.
Chase
His lap time last time was 2:13.10. Alex Bowman was 2:12.28. So they're definitely giving up some lap time here as they run compared to who we think will be the leader. Here they come. Well, here comes Tyler Reddick anyway.
SVG now in 5th. I haven't heard that. I did not hear that, Jamie, but if that is the case, that is bad.
And Tyler Reddick.
Here comes Tyler Reddick in the pits.
For what hopes to be the final stop for him. He said that car is starting to get loose. The team told him, come in, we'll get you those 4 tires and fuel as he looks to try and go back-to-back here.
Truex, they're in 3rd.
I like this. 21 laps to go. He's going to lose some track position for how long he stayed out, but he's going to have the freshest tires on the racetrack for this long run.
Well, that's the only cards you got. That's what you're playing now. Do the best with what you got. I like what I saw with Alex Bowman and company. That gamble paid off, put them right where they wanted to be. Got some track position out of it.
Thanks for the subscribes.
Matching their teammate. Might just come out of this thing with a 1-2 finish for Hendrick Motorsports.
Reddick comes out with a lot of distance to make up on those Chevys. And Christopher Bell had a bit of slip and slide back there. So he is the leader by almost 8 seconds over Martin Truex. Van Gisbergen in 3rd.
Bill Jackson says, let's go Byron.
And you hear just how slow they have to go. And this car does not have first gear, so you hear it really luggy up off the corner.
That also hurts him getting into the corner. Not being able to aid that car in slowing down using a downshift.
And we're going to go to Truex. We haven't been to him yet today. So here's Truex's car. Truex running in 2nd place behind Christopher Bell. 8 seconds. Truex all alone pretty much on the track.
In 4th spot. Christopher Bell's lap times, not the equal of William Byron's. He's about 1 second slower, but he's 20 seconds ahead of Byron with 21 laps to go right now.
All right, Christopher Bell in the lead, and then 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds, is Martin Truex Jr. in 2nd place. So make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you join the memberships for all of the fun content here on this channel for you to enjoy. We also now have added on our sports ticker. We have a sports ticker now that'll be on all of our streams. and that is down below. Or if you guys are interested in NCAA basketball, we got some NIT scores on there, plus the NCAA tournament on there as well. So if you see your team playing today, you can watch the race, keep up with your team playing, or vice versa. So got some NIT, and then of course Alabama Grand Canyon tonight in the NCAA tournament. That one should be interesting. We're going to be doing the Yukon Huskies versus the Northwestern Huskies tonight on the NCAA tournament. So make sure you're joining us for that. Should be a fun time. So our coverage of the NCAA tournament continues through next week. Thursday will be I'm not sure what game we'll pick yet. And then Friday will be the Tennessee Volunteer games. They play on Friday against Creighton. And then Saturday is the Xfinity race. And then Sunday is the NASCAR Cup race from Richmond on Sunday night. So hope everybody has a good time this week. And we'll see what we also are going to bring on Friday. We'll have the weekend preview and paint scheme preview for the NASCAR Xfinity races and the NASCAR Cup Series race. So make sure you have your notification bells on for that when it goes on. We had our weekend preview for this weekend as well. Make sure you check that out. I predicted Tyler Reddick to win this race, but we'll see how that goes if he can get up there and win. But I predicted Tyler Reddick to win, so we'll see what happens. What's up, Matthew? What's going on? Welcome in. So just keep on hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 250 likes. We're almost there, and then we'll move on to 300. But it's been a fun time today. Duke up 35-17. Purdue won. Utah State 106. Wow, killed them. San Diego State and Yale, that should be an interesting game. Then there's our game there, UConn and Northwestern tonight. So appreciate hit that subscribe button. And then pretty soon, NHL hockey is going to be coming with the Stanley Cup playoffs. And my Nashville Predators are looking pretty good. They're the number 1 wild card seed and looking to get even better as they've been on a crazy, crazy point streak as of late. So let's go back to it. Christopher Bell.
Go places. And by Wendy's Classic Hamburgers.
Christopher Bell in the pits.
Christopher Bell in the pits. His last lap under green was 3 seconds slower than William Byron on the same lap. They had to come. Look at lower left. William Byron's pit crew 3 seconds faster than Ross Chastain's, and that made all the difference.
BLM.
Martin Truex Jr. is now cycled
BLM
through to the lead.
6116.
Over Van Gisbergen and Byron. Then Hamlin and Blaney, all of whom have a stop to come.
Happy Palm Sunday. Oh, yeah, it is Palm Sunday. Next Sunday is
Gisbergen was second
Easter
gear,
too,
lugging it off the corner, and boy, Blaney had a little bit of an issue there, getting into 11.
$19 to go, y'all. Coming down to the nitty
Yeah,
gritty.
it's funny when you look at the front of those cars right there, Clint. That 12 car is just so much higher than the Chevrolet with the pitch in the car. Front to
difference
back.
Between Truex, the leader, and Christopher Bell, and then SVG in third.
Very reminiscent of what we've seen with these cars in the past, low in the rear, high in the front for downforce purposes, but it's just not the case for what you see with the other manufacturers. They're all different. That diffuser, their underbody. Don't forget that this is the short track package, road course package that we use.
Martin Truex stays out another lap. Yeah, and I think here comes the 11 of Denny Hamlin behind these guys on the pit road. We were just talking that paint up off the corners, Clint. See Denny Hamlin's crew go to work.
SVG in the pits as well.
Should be the last pit stop for these guys. Will be the last pit stop unless something happens.
Tell you what, Alex Bowman's catching his teammate William Byron a little bit. That's a 2:12.84 for Bowman, 2:13.17 for Byron. Catching him, guys.
Eric Jones has a
Bowman,
penalty too fast on pit road.
132, 842. Byron,
more mistakes.
133, 168. But the best time is Bowman. He's got the best time over Byron there.
Martin Truex Jr. leading with 18 to go. He has one stop to make. Next Sunday on Fox, the NASCAR Cup Series heads to Richmond for the Toyota Owners 400. We'll be with you on Easter Sunday night under the lights. Pre-race at 6, engines fire at 7 on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Saturday at Richmond, Xfinity practice and qualifying in the morning on FS1, followed by Cup practice and qualifying and the Xfinity race. Sunday, race day begins on FS1 and switches over to Fox at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Early morning, Clint. I expect you to be on time. You've been late all weekend.
Tardy, not late. There's a difference.
Thanks for all the likes, y'all. We're almost at 250 on the likes.
He still has a pit stop.
See if we can finish with 300
as do Truex, Blaney,
total
Gilliland,
likes on the stream
Nemechek
today.
And LaJoy ahead of him.
Yeah.
Obviously, Tyler Reddick on the inside of Ross Chastain gave him a little bit of bumper right there and pushed him up out of the groove.
And Chastain trying to take his groove away entering the next corner.
He is hard to pass.
No doubt.
Does not give up on him. You better get aggressive if you're going to pass him.
All right, the leader is in. Martin Truex will make his final stop of the
pits.
day. William Byron will cycle to the lead with Alex Bowman. Ryan Blaney is also on pit road.
Could it be an all
big
Chevy
trouble
here?
Big trouble on the right side of Martin Truex's car there on pit road.
So William Byron back in the lead with 17 laps to go in Austin, Texas.
All right, so let's bring up Bowman's car, in-car camera, and let's see him chase down his teammate, William Byron, with Ty Gibbs right behind him, about 3 or some seconds behind. So let's take a look here. One second, y'all. All right, so let's watch Bowman here. See if they can give it a shot from the back. That would be nice if they do. But Bowman trying to chase down William Byron here with, appreciate that, Jesse, with that subscribe. Jesse, appreciate you. Let's go Team Chevy, Richard says. Thank you, CeeLo and family, for rocking and rolling on this Sunday. You're welcome. Like, don't see the like button. Crossfix, it's right down below where the title of the race is, the title of the stream, and there's a little button, and it should have like 250, and a little button that looks like that. Make sure you hit that like button. And subscribing, y'all. Keep it going with the subscribes, too, as we're riding along here with Bowman. I wish they'd do wish the cameras would change. Whoever was doing Christopher Bell's camera last week, he was awesome or he or she, they were showing ground shots, higher shots from inside the thing. It would change constantly, but not on today. It's just been those one shot views there. But we'll be coming back to the audio here in just a second. Appreciate everybody here. Butterfly High checking in to say, hey, it's crazy out here. I know. You're in turn 12, right? So you've kind of seen some spins. Who do you think's going to win, William Butterfly? Who do you think's going to win? You think Byron's going to take it with no cautions here? I don't see any cautions happening. I think Byron's got this. Little Jack picked Tennessee Volunteers to win the championship game over North Carolina. Man, that'll be something. A rematch of the UNC-Tennessee game that was earlier this season. So keep hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 300 total for the rest of the night. I was hoping Reddick, but not Byron. I was picking Reddick as well. But anything could happen here. Caution could get these people back together, all these guys back together. But right now, Byron's pulling away from Alex Bowman with about 2.5 seconds. So let's go back to the audio here.
And Byron back to the lead, running laps in the 2:12.5 bracket. Christopher Bell is the only driver touring the track faster than 2 minutes 12 seconds, but he is 12 seconds behind with 16 to go. My math says at 0.7 of a second a lap, he can't catch Byron unless something changes here.
Well, that something's lap time. There's no question. He's going to have to find something. He's been very solid, though. And as we've noted, top 10s in all 3 starts here, about as solid as it gets.
Well, and they needed a good run. They've had some pretty off weeks, mediocre weeks. Stuff go wrong. And sometimes you got to go to your best racetrack, and you got to be able to put it together. And when you're in those streaks of stuff not going right, and you go somewhere that you know you've had
top
success
5 in the emojis.
Like, it just makes you know that you can go there and do it. Uh-oh. Got another kerfuffle.
Uh-oh.
Kobayashi around again. That's the second time he's been around. I think the same corner, too.
Kobayashi was running.
He's now 33rd.
30th. He's in 33rd now.
Still on the lead lap. The only car's a lap down. Timmy Hill, Josh Berry, Daniel Hemrick 2 down, and McDowell.
Well,
who got into him?
Oh man!
Oh, Josh Berry just drove it into him.
I think Josh Berry was done with whatever is happening before this moment. I think he felt like he dive bombed it in there.
Josh Berry just plowed into Kobayashi.
Josh said, "No, that's not how we do it here, guys."
Well, he did dive it on in there, and yes, he got turned around.
That's the one thing about when
Josh
guys
Berry just
come to NASCAR racing to race. It's a different style and the things that are expected from the other drivers. And those at this point in the race, especially when guys are having bad days and you dive bomb in there like that, the etiquette is like, hey, remember this the next time you come back. Don't dive bomb me from 10 cars back.
You're going to start seeing shadows on the track from our Goodyear aerial coverage, powering every mile and every moment on NASCAR's road to victory. Goodyear more driven as the sun pokes through here at Circuit of the Americas. William Byron leading teammate Alex Bowman by 2.5 seconds. A lot more than they came to the flag in the Daytona 500 with just thousandths of a second.
Byron has a pole.
Where's Coastal? Well, one thing I would say, we did not really expect this out of these cars. I think we probably should have paid more attention to the speed of William Byron's car by grabbing the pole, but we didn't think he had this pace in his car from a race pace standpoint. Alex Bowman,
Chris Buescher
was okay, but we didn't think he was as fast as Ty Gibbs and Tyler Reddick and the Toyotas. But from the drop of the green flag, William Byron has said, hey, you guys are wrong.
Well, that's what we know about NASCAR. That's the only thing that I can say is consistent. There's always that left hook coming from somewhere, somehow. And then that today is in the shape of that 24 car and William Byron and his teammate, Alex Bowman.
Well, let's go under the helmet with the Daytona 500 winner, pole sitter and race leader here.
I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. I decided I wanted to be a race car driver when I was 13 years old. I got in a go-kart one time and just remember coming home and going to sleep the next night and just falling in love with racing and just wanting to be back at the track the next day. And I knew I had to wait a long time. It was over a year till I got back in something, but I just was in love with it.
Byron in front by 2.8. Here is Hendrick Motorsports' career on road courses in the Cup Series.
Well, Hendrick Motorsports leads the category in a lot of different categories, and year after year, Jeff Gordon was a great road racer. We've seen a lot of great road racers in and out. Oh, Chase Elliott around, another Hendrick driver.
Chase Elliott around again.
Around backwards.
McDowell almost plowed into him.
We talk about all that dirt. Michael McDowell still just limping that car around, getting his workout for the weekend with his arms.
Chase in 17th.
No power steering for Michael McDowell, so he's just doing this. He's going to be wore out, man.
2.8 seconds the margin.
What a race.
Yesterday, all the talk was about the Toyotas. In fact, it was just
Thank you
Toyotas
for those subscribes.
and Chevrolets advancing to the second round of qualifying.
All right, so with 14 to go, do I see cautions? Do we have any cautions here?
The takeoff advantage
Let
from
me
the corners,
see.
but
Yes or no? Any caution?
It's the Chevys of Byron and Bowman.
You just saw Bell right there in your shot, too. I'm impressed with that different strategy. It's still
Thank you,
coming to fruition for them. He's got a lot of speed in that car in the 20.
CrossFit XMS. Thank you for that subscribe.
Even with a different strategy.
And if that caution comes out, the freshness of those tires will make a difference.
Christopher Bell in 5th place.
We see it in the lap time right now compared to the guys at the front of the pack.
13 laps to go. The Chevys of Byron and Bowman out in front of the Toyotas of Gibbs, Reddick, and Bell.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out here today. And also, we also have another partner on our channel. His name is Majestic Triton Travel. If you would like to go to Disney or on a Disney cruise or anything in Florida, our good friend Eric Riddle at Majestic Triton Travel can help you out as well. He's more focused in Orlando and that Disney area. Make sure you check him out. If you want to go to the Coke 400 in Daytona coming up this fall, he can hook you up with tickets, passes, whatever you need. So make sure you check out Eric Riddle at Majestic Triton Travel. He's one of our good partners as well. So check him out as well, as we are under green flag, 13 laps to go. And William Byron coasted right now. He's got a 3-second lead, but Christopher Bell is coming. He's got 11 seconds behind, but we'll see what happens. Is there going to be a possible caution? I don't know. We'll see. It would make it interesting, wouldn't it? It would make it more interesting if we had a caution here, but we'll see what happens. But William Byron had the pole. He's been leading. Let's take a look at the leaders. Laps led here real quick. Byron's led 30 laps. Ty Gibbs only led 1. Tyler Reddick's only led 1. Christopher Bell, he's led 9. Ross Chastain, he's led 10. Truex is led 2. Denny Hamlin led the most important one for him. He got the stage. So Christopher Bell won stage 1. Denny Hamlin won stage 2. Who's going to win the checkered flag? We'll see, as we are at a commercial break right now. But that is that, as we are watching the race. William Byron extending his lead to 3.794 seconds on Alex Bowman. What a good run for Alex Bowman to be in 2nd place. Let's take a look. Where are the other Hendrick Motorsports? Larson's back in 14th. Chase Elliott in 17th. So Hendrick Motorsports in the top 20 today for all of this. So no way it's not Byron. We'll see. Is there going to be a caution? That's the question. I don't see. I mean, people have been spinning out all day, but they have not called. Someone's going to have to really wreck to get a caution. 11 laps to go. That's right. Larson's will finish in the top 10. Larson now, like I said, Larson in 15th. He's got a lot of ground to pass, but he's 9 seconds ahead of the top 10. Or he's 9 seconds behind the top 10 spot. So it's going to take a lot to get back up in there. Listen to the Denny.
Spoiler on the back, 18-inch wheels.
And my spoiler.
I had the nicest lowrider in Chesterfield, Virginia.
So how did it end? Did you sell it, wreck it?
To age myself, I was reaching down for a CD and ran in the back of a school bus once. So that maybe had to get me my first job, which I worked at Subway, because my dad says, I'm not paying for that. You have to fix it yourself. So I had to go get a job at Subway to repair that Ford Ranger, but I eventually ended up selling it.
That's awesome.
If you're just coming in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribing for NASCAR right here on the channel. Trying to get to 300 likes.
We'll have that whole interview.
Trying to get to 10,550
It's a great interview.
I
think it'll be a good listen on Thursday to hear all the
intriguing things that he had to say. The car story was pretty good.
It was a good one.
And then wrecking it into the back of a school bus.
What kind of hand-me-down is that? You had to buy it from your own brother?
Yeah, he told me.
Tough crowd.
You'll hear it when you listen, but he said that he wanted to have the best lowrider, but he wanted to be in one of the magazines, and he got a little clip in one of the magazines.
Let's go, Bell, Coffee says.
Well,
He's
Hamlin
in fifth.
right now,
He's got the freshest tires of everybody
we have
right now.
35 cars on the lead lap. The one I'm watching is Christopher Bell, because Bell has passed Tyler Reddick, moved up into 4th place. And here's the battle for second. Bowman and Gibbs. Bell is 5 seconds behind them. But with Bell's lap time compared to William Byron, he might have a chance to catch the leader before this is over.
Gibbs is the one flying. He is really cutting into Alex Bowman's lap times there.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Clint,
Toyotas, the 3 Toyotas in a row right here.
1 second faster than William Byron, and I think that was part of the strategy that these guys had to stay out there late. And in case you had a caution, you have a distinct advantage with the fresher tires.
Well, to that point, the only one in the other car that's in the 2-minute 12-second bracket is his teammate Gibbs right in front of him.
All right, so Bell is gaining a second a lap. He's 9 seconds back with 11 laps to go. The problem is Bowman and Gibbs in front of him. He has the speed to catch William Byron.
Watch Christopher Bell's
but
car
he's going
right
to
here.
have to go past those two battling for second place in order to have a chance to win it.
Well, I think Gibbs is the one that has the opportunity with 11 to go.
Yeah, in order to have the opportunity, though, he's going to have to go quick right now. As soon as he gets to him, he's going to have to do something with that 48 car of Alex Bowman. And the other question is, okay, William Byron sees his lead. How much is he just trying to take care of his car and pace himself?
He's really cutting into this right to the rear bumper of 48. Where is he setting it up? For the top of the hill in turn 1. That's the next passing opportunity. Try to narrow this gap up as much as you can. Set him up for the top of the hill. May not happen this time.
Well, the hard part with
T-Man says he doesn't think Byron's going to win.
The closer you get, the harder it gets to go by the car in front of you. So you got to have a pretty timely opportunity to get where you need to be, or a lot better car. But you can see Alex Bowman's car wiggle around there on the exit, and that's where the Gibbs cars are strong.
All right, it's about 3 or 4 car lengths.
Exactly, James Moore. I agree with you 100%.
For second place, 10 laps to go. So we'll take our final Fox side-by-side break in the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix.
All right, so we're at a commercial break again. William Byron leads 3.7 seconds over Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, and then there's Christopher Bell. He's 9 seconds on Ty Gibbs, so kind of crazy. Hopefully we'll have a caution here. Keep hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 300 likes. Byron all the way, Vicky says. But keep on hitting that subscribe as well. Hit that subscribe button for all your content. Next weekend, we'll be at Richmond, bringing you all the the NASCAR qualifying on Saturday, the Xfinity race on Saturday, and then we'll be bringing you on Sunday night, on Easter Sunday, we'll be bringing you the live audio and race from Richmond, Virginia. So a full weekend racing for us. Again, back at it, guys. We missed yesterday. I had a lot of stuff going on. We weren't supposed to do this race today, but we were available. So that's what we do. So, and coming up after this, we're going to be doing basketball. So make sure you want to come in and pipe in for that. Even if you don't like basketball, come and support the stream by hitting the like button for us and going over there and doing that for us too. So, but thank you guys so much. They might be using their tires to get them there, South Virginia says. We'll try to do one. Yeah, we'll try to do one tomorrow. I also got to record a Braves. Also coming out this week on Thursday morning is going to be a Atlanta Braves season premiere, season preview, a little recap of the off season, what happened during spring training, and what we're looking forward to during the regular season. So make sure you check out that vlog. It's going to be coming out too. On Friday, we'll be also having a vlog coming out for the weekend preview and paint schemes for Richmond. And on Thursday, we're going to be having the Major League Baseball first game of the season for the Atlanta Braves. We'll be doing play-by-play for that. So lots of fun here on the channel. Make sure you're hanging out with us and hit your notification bells as soon as you know we go live. Come on in and hang out with us. What a great, awesome channel this is. Thank you, Regine. Appreciate it. James Moore, your boy, having a rough day. But Chris Buescher, RFK Racing, in 8th spot. But Keselowski back in 31st. All right, here we go. Back at it.
Saturday, Birmingham against Arlington, 2 championship teams from last year to fight it out. And kickoff weekend continues.
As Byron, let's go. Exactly. Gonna take a bit.
No change in the front 5. Christopher Bell has cut it to 7 seconds to leader William Byron. Tyler Reddick 13 back behind Bowman and Gibbs. Boy, these two have kept in close company all day. Bowman riding a 66 race winless streak. Gibbs looking for win number 1.
Just got stalled out behind Bowman, hasn't he, Kevin?
Yeah, and that's typically what happens. So you have to have a distinct advantage somewhere in order to finish that pass off. So you see Bowman miss right there. So that opens the door for Ty Gibbs to get further to the right and set this turn 15 up and be in position.
At least Bowman and
as he gets towards the end of the lap,
Byron
misses the apex again.
Gibbs are battling.
Now Christopher Bell is closing on them. He's about 3 seconds behind that battle for second place.
The battle for second place is more important, is more interesting than the leader. So we'll show you that.
He has not had much fun today.
Nope. Oh. Still on the lead lap.
All right.
Had a chance at it. Here we go.
He's got to get up off this corner.
What happens here?
I think so. I think you're right, Clint. He knows he's way better, and he's got to go now.
There it is.
We go to the inside. Does he get it?
Quarter. Gonna have to use him up a little bit here. He was still
does he get it? Does he get it?
Nice to him, just like
racing down side by side into the turn.
Next corner.
Oh, that turn 1 was a good corner for Gibbs.
Good battle here. Gibbs gets second.
Well, it was a little nicer to him than Chastain was.
Alex Bowman knew that if they went into the S's side by side, they were going to have trouble, and he also knew that Ty Gibbs was way faster. Smart move by Alex
Good quality right there.
Bell's coming.
Clear. That's right. Clear.
And when we say smart move, it's just it minimizes the time loss when you just don't sit there and race somebody and slow everybody down a second a lap or a second and a half a lap, and then all of a sudden, instead of losing
8
one
laps
spot
to go, y'all.
If you sit there and
Ty
wait,
Gibbs
Bell
race
might be
it
there
down
right with you in 1 lap.
And that's part of the science of road racing. Pick the place to pass where it's going to slow down your lap time the least for both you and the car you're passing.
James Moore questioning
in this case
Keselowski's oomph factor. Does he still have it?
We talked about this during the break. We really thought Tyler Reddick would be one of the cars to beat this weekend.
I think twice.
In the past,
twice, I think.
The show,
yeah,
frankly.
But I think that shows you how
You
good
Gibbs,
these guys are
Strawberry
and how they go back and they study the driving information and everything that goes with why he was fast, and they get better.
He's cut it from 9 seconds to 6.
With everything that happens in the NASCAR Cup Series garage, from the drivers to the crew chiefs.
Totally agree.
Now, Ross Chastain is catching Reddick. He was a couple of tenths quicker that last lap, while A.J. Allmendinger is about 3 seconds behind that group, Regan.
Well, Mike, this was a deal that came together very late for A.J. Allmendinger. It was actually 3 weeks ago they decided to bring this car. Told me earlier today that they struggled in practice to get it perfect, just couldn't quite get it dialed in. But he's been pretty solid today, just a little bit off all day long. Josh?
Let's start with Chris Buescher. This is a race that he felt very confident coming into, feels always confident on road courses. He's finished top 11 in the last 11. He's had a quiet day, but he started from the back and worked his way up. As far as the 8 of Kyle Busch going into the race, Randall Burnett told me that this car was okay, but not good enough to win it. They battled a loose car all day long. They have themselves in position for a top 10 finish, but not a winning car like they felt like. Regan?
Well, the 14 of Chase Briscoe having a solid day today. Yesterday in qualifying, a little bit of
Gibbs
trouble.
pulled away from Bowman. Look at that.
Team felt like it was a 10th to 15th place car today. That is exactly what he's doing right now, running in 10th, is optimizing the day. You got to do that throughout the stretch of a season, even if you don't have the best race car on every single day.
Justin Haley having a good day. He's hung around the top 10 all day long.
That's a fantastic knocking it out of the park day for that race team.
Martin Truex just went by for 11th, and here now is the race for 3rd. Christopher Bell continues to close on the leaders,
got the arms
but
to
he
finish,
can't waste a lot of time getting past Bowman if he's going to have a chance.
Keep on hitting that like button. We're 20 away from 300.
That's the last corner.
Keep hitting that subscribe as well, y'all.
Because he's gonna have a good shot to pass him right here.
See if we can get to 10,530.
I say that, and Alex Bowman drives away. It's just a matter of corners, though.
He's still going to dive to the inside.
Comes Christopher Bell,
and he's
catching
got a
Alex Bowman.
Tire advantage on Alex
Bowman.
Go 5 laps,
Bell's
which is
getting
when you think about it, it's almost
long ways here, right?
It's over 15 miles for sure.
Brad Keselowski has come to pit road with 7 to go.
Thank you for that subscribe, Sydney Joe.
And now Bell is 5.7 behind with 7 laps to go. And Gibbs,
Christopher Bell
3 seconds back with 7 to go, but matching lap times with Byron right now is Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, I can't help but to think Byron's just got the reins pulled back just a little bit, saving a little bit of fuel for his crew chief, just in case something happens at the end of this thing.
Gibbs won't get Byron.
Just keeping him at arm's length, right, Kevin?
Christopher Bell got around Alex Bowman. It hasn't updated on the screen yet, but he is around him.
Not only save,
it'll update here in just a
second. Do the best
second.
that you can with that side of it, but just slow down. There's no reason to run qualifying laps, and that way you save some tires, put yourself in a position that if
going
you
into turn 1 right
some more
now.
car at the end of the race, you can make some lap times.
Gibbs coming out
with 6 to go,
going into the next turn.
In the field, Joey Logano in 12th. Had trouble during qualifying, cut the course, had a lap disallowed, and started deep in the field. And Logano now to 12th. We've mentioned Haley, who's currently 13th. Jamie, how about
Bubba Bowman? Let's go, TJ says. Thanks for the subscribe, y'all.
Had that contact knock the front toe out. They have worked on this race car. He even spun again later on in the race. They've stopped 4 times, adjusted.
He's coming after Ty Gibbs, man.
In 3 previous starts here, though, best finish ever, 37. Mike, if he could keep it in the top 15, it's a pretty good day for this team.
Coming after him.
Behind him, Kyle Larson, who had a spin earlier in the race. Again, no cautions or anything other than the 2 stage breaks. But here is Larson in 16th
more than 3.
place.
It's less than 3 seconds.
Well, there's going to be some drivers with their tongue hanging out. I can't express to you, folks sitting at home, how much work this is.
He's got it down to
look at Zane Smith.
3.43 for Gibbs,
to the season with some bad luck
4.74,
and have some decent. Has a decent day going.
Closing within 2 seconds now.
Hamlin, Elliott, Cindric complete the top 20. We still
Byron,
have
check it out. Unless something happens here.
Noah Gregson
Spike the like. That's right, Butterfly.
In 4th.
She's dropping the 45.
That's just backing them corners up. Give me a little bit. Let that thing roll off in there a little bit farther before you downshift, but lift, save some fuel for me.
Contact between Allmendinger and Chastain.
Allmendinger and Chastain might have been a little contact there.
Already said that, Mike Joy.
Alex Bowman last pitted on lap 44. So
Come
he
on,
was among the leaders,
Minnesota.
the first one. He's a lap sooner than the guys that he's racing around currently. So this is a long ways around. It's 3.4 miles around this racetrack. So it's a long ways to make 1 lap.
Let's go, Bell, Coffee says.
So Allmendinger up to 6th ahead of Chastain. 4 Chevys, 3 Toyotas in the top 7 spots. Then Buescher's Ford. With 5 to go, Larry Mack, what do the trends tell us?
Well, Mike, there's 35 drivers on the lead lap. There's 34 that may love to hear this. William Byron's probably the only one that does not.
Butterfly, you got
if you look at the last 2 years here in
scanner
the era
and all
of the
that
Gen
good
7
stuff
car
too.
At Austin, Texas, the last caution came average lap 66, 2 to go, and both races ended in overtime finishes.
Well,
you got Chastain. Byron, 3.54 seconds.
8 tenths quicker than William Byron, but he's 4 seconds behind with 5 to go.
And Christopher Bell has caught Ty Gibbs.
He saw a pretty good slip up off 11, eliminated his chances of getting a pass done in 12.
Yep.
Have to regroup and maybe get.
He was on his bumper, but then he slipped up. See how close he gets here in this turn.
So Bell's final pit stop came 3 to 4 laps after the cars that he is battling for the win. It makes his car faster now with better tires, but did he lose so much time in those 3 or 4 laps that he stayed out before he pitted to put him behind the 8 ball now?
Possibly, but
yes,
he did. Yeah, he definitely lost
laps
some
last
lap time
pit.
There, but he's also
15 for Bell, 18 for Gibbs, 19 for Byron.
Time
so
now, having the fresher
Christopher
tires,
Bell's got the
kind of half a dozen one way or the other
freshest tires
as to where he was going to gain it or lose it. But he's still got a great car. We get a caution.
Catch Byron. I see him. Get him. That's right. Let's go, JGR, Georgia.
He had a slower pit stop as well than the race leader.
Well, he actually said 2 3/4 seconds slower. You think about that and look over there at the lap times and how far he's behind.
Bell was on his bumper.
That would definitely put him in the second, a lot closer to William Byron right now.
Well, he's made a little closer
pit
now.
Stop.
Go back to the in-car camera.
4 laps to go. Well, Jamie, the class of the field on that last stop, Team 24.
Well, you guys talked about it, Mike. William Byron's pit crew, these guys right here, 3 seconds faster than Ross Chastain. That got them back in the lead.
That was, we watched that pit stop, y'all. Remember that?
Brought a car so
we watched that.
No adjustments have been made today. This pit crew can focus on fueling and putting 4 tires on.
Oh, sorry. Hit the wrong button.
Probably in that dirt, slipped up. I think he got back going.
Hitting that like button, trying to get to 300 likes. We're almost there. Grandson's
made the difference
breaks
for
and
William Byron
spins.
today.
You saw how that focus, laser focus in Rudy
4 laps to go.
Eyes right
Byron.
There. Come on, no caution, no caution. That's what he's saying right now, over and over and over.
Yeah, when you're leading these races like that, there's nothing more stressful than the crew chief sitting up on the box and even
Bell
in the
kept on
driver's
that
seat.
momentum, pedal it down. He screwed up in that turn 12, but he's got him on his bumper now.
And as you see these two battle, you can see Byron is not very far ahead of them. That is a good job by William Byron and his crew chief and the communication of just save enough, keep them at arm's length, but save me some fuel in the meantime, and we'll tell you the lap times, and they're doing a great job of that. Just keep these reins pulled back just a little bit, just in case.
Go to Ty Gibbs' car, looking back at Bell.
For Christopher Bell, this is going to be the slowest lap he has run since his pit stop.
Well, and that's that traffic we talk about. It just when you get right there and you can't take the momentum and get by, but
well, there's only what 2 or 3.
This is Ty Gibbs looking back at Christopher Bell here.
So if you don't get it done in one of them, you got to wait all the way around to the next. Definitely cuts into your lap time.
Not close enough to make the move at turn 1.
Yeah, and as a driver, it's frustrating because everywhere that you need to
battle
get
that's
off the
worth
corner
anything right now.
Put the throttle down, you make a mistake, and then you have to make that gap back up, and it seems like you make a mistake in all the wrong spots.
That was a second slower by Byron that time. Again, I think that's just saving a little bit of fuel just in case, getting to the end of this thing. But you never know. You got to keep an eye on that. If they're saving,
I love that camera looking back at Bell. That's awesome. 4 more likes.
Northeast greatest
Hit that like button, y'all. 2 more to 300.
Once in a race at Stafford, caught the leader easily, passed him, but could never get away. And I asked him in victory lane, and went, Eddie, you caught him. You had no problem. Why couldn't you just drive away? And after we did the interview, he came up, he punched me in the arm. He says, kid, you run just slow enough to win.
Yeah.
There it is.
William Byron out
300 likes today.
214.2. Bell and Gibbs running right at 213 flat.
Thank you so much. 300 likes.
And that makes that race for second place really important because we don't know all the information. Maybe they are short.
Maybe
we
Gibbs
don't
should let
think
Bell
that
go.
Byron is short, but
there is
time.
You got him that time.
Christopher Bell
pass for the win
with 3 to go.
He got him that time.
There
goes Christopher Bell.
Faster than William Byron. He has almost 3 seconds to make up in these final couple of laps. Can he do it?
Well, I think this next time by will tell the story on just how much William Byron was saving. There's no question he slowed down that last lap.
Great run down by Christopher Bell. He's coming,
man. In his rearview mirror.
Yeah, and half this lap was behind Gibbs as well, so it's still going to be the next lap that he's going to be back up to speed to gain the full lap time.
Christopher Bell's lap time interval has gone from 5.54 to
2.5 seconds to margin. 2 to go.
You let him go. Yeah, you did. That's good for him, you know. That shows that Ty Gibbs is improving,
Byron got
maturing.
6/10 of that right back.
The old Ty Gibbs would have not let that happen and probably would have spun Christopher Bell out and trying. So Ty Gibbs is learning. Take it home, Byron, NASCAR chat says.
How far they are.
You're a big fan of Byron?
No mistakes. Get around here to this white flag. So important.
That's the most important thing. Get around to the white flag.
So we can watch the spin out if he wins.
That makes it official. That way, if there's a caution on the racetrack, it's yours.
Leader takes the white flag. Next flag ends the race.
Well, and you see how fast Christopher Bell's
subscribing. Appreciate
really
that, John.
Compared to his teammate who he's driven away
Thanks
from.
For subscribing. We're going to tune in to
right about a lap
William
where
Byron's
he made the pass,
last lap.
Well, all right. I told you William Byron's pulling the reins back a little. That 20 cars went to the whip. Come on, give me all you got, baby.
Caution comes out here. The race is over.
They have half of the top 10, along
Just
with
not
4
enough
Toyotas
for
and
Christopher
Buescher's
Bell.
Ford.
It's inside of
Watch it along
2
here.
seconds there.
Keep hitting that like button. Yep.
Bell cut it down to a second and a half.
I want to win. I know, Eric. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Keep it going, y'all.
Back out as Byron hits the straightaway. Whoa.
And Christopher Bell is giving it everything that he has.
He's going to put the pressure on Byron.
Byron has been dominating this race. Hasn't won a stage, though, which is crazy. But he won the pole. And he's going to get it here. Don't forget about Thursday.
That would make this race
in Atlanta, yes, Thursday. We won't. We'll be here live on the channel, Rebel X.
Then it's just a matter of
be ready for Thursday's game. Be ready for a basketball game tonight.
Literally those two things for William Byron.
White flag waving, 1 lap to go.
Oh, this is the white flag. Okay. My bad. I thought it was already white flag.
1.7 seconds, the gap.
1.7 seconds? Byron, he's coming. He is coming. Hold on a second. I got to pause this
Careful
thing
in
here real
8.
quick.
Make sure there's no dirt. That'd be the one on my
back at it.
thought process here.
Look at Byron just tossing that car through the corners. Sliding it as much as
He knows Christopher Bell's coming.
He's got it down to 1.2 seconds.
1.2.
Jumping the curbs. There's a 1 second.
1 second. Go.
No wheel lockups. Just take care of business.
Half a lap to go.
Will he be? Byron's flying.
Been a
Chef
dominant
Mookie
performance
says Gibbs
by William
keeps me in the
Byron
money.
in this 24 car. Rudy Fugel and company brought him a whale of a race car, and he's done a good job keeping it on the racetrack. Never slipped the wheel,
thank you so
Kevin.
much,
Hit all of
Regine.
his marks all day long. Boys were good in the pits.
Well, he showed that speed in qualifying, and he carried that over right to the very first lap of this race to be able to do
Appreciate
that.
y'all being here. Keep hitting that like button.
They've executed on pit road all day. He's executed on the racetrack, and they have put themselves in position to close this race out.
It's always bigger in Texas.
Christopher Bell got to within 0.6 of a second of Byron under braking for turn 12.
Thank you, Zachary.
So close he
Watch
can
the
almost
finish
reach out
line
and touch
right
the
here.
24, but William Byron
Both
from
wrecking
the pole.
turn 19, 54
and
wins.
after a
Come on.
fantastic pit stop that was the class of the field. There's a couple of corners to go.
It's pretty much been a Hendrick Motorsports and Gibbs competition so far in 2024. Hendrick was so solid the first 2. Gibbs showed up the last 2.
Go Chevy. Scott
Hendrick
says,
back on top
you're welcome,
today.
Chef Mookie. Thanks for the new subscriber. And there it is.
William Byron down the front straightaway to the checkered flag, gets his 12th career win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Yes, sir.
Great day by those guys.
1,000 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here.
Good job, William. Amazing.
Woohoo!
There's Allmendinger clocking in 6th. That's a good day for him. Buscher bouncing back from a bad starting position in 8th. Truex all the way back from that mishap on lap 1 to 10th.
So close.
Kyle Busch recovering from a spin, as did Truex, top 10.
He is. South Virginia should have won the title last year.
And we will finish up here with 34 cars on the lead lap.
Awesome job.
You see those 24s in the chat, y'all. Celebrate.
Thank you.
Williams' mom and dad up on the box. This
There's
is
a 20 as
Byron's
well.
10th win in NASCAR's 7th-gen race car, the most of all drivers.
We need an extra lap. We'll let you see the. Yeah, you needed an extra lap to get it. Didn't get it, but we'll show you the celebration when he does it. Thank you so much, guys, for everything. All the 24s in the chat. Look at that.
Always a busy week.
What a day.
When you come to a road course, and preparation is key to be able to build off of what you did last time, study the notes, understand the braking. William Byron has been really, really fast on a lot of these road courses, really everywhere, but on these road courses, it takes a work ethic and a time commitment to be able to prepare thoroughly.
You told me
That's
in
right,
pre-race, minimizing
dropping those
mistakes
24s.
today. It sure was. You never know what to expect in NASCAR. Last week, it was a tire attrition race. Cautions all over the place today. Not really one caution. Green all the way. No chance to make up for mistakes.
Byron has now won 2 of the last 3 NASCAR
Everyone who gets that 20 is tough.
And finished
Right.
top 2 in the last 3
Awesome
races.
race. Thanks
on
for a
road
lot,
courses.
CeeLo. You're welcome, Leaf.
For Hendrick
You're
Motorsports,
welcome.
it's their 28th road course win. The next closest team has just 15.
Wow. Well, Hendrick Motorsports has been dominant in just about everything that they've done, and whether it's a Gen whatever car, a next-gen car, 6,
Gen
5,
whatever
4, they figure out how to win. And William Byron has started to figure out how to win multiple races throughout the year. And
That's
when you
right.
can put your name in the mix every
What a
single week,
combo.
when it's a short track, a road course, a mile and a half, super speedway, whatever that is, that's when you know that you're going to consistently
welcome,
contend
NASCAR.
to race for championships.
Hat.
And for the second
Or NASCAR
season
chat.
in a row,
You're welcome, dude.
William Byron has multiple wins
He did, Eric
through
Church.
the first 6 races of the year.
He is on
What a
fire.
great start for Team 24.
Chevy
Well,
and
it's also a
Toyota.
message. Hey, a lot of talk about those Toyotas.
That's
and the strength
24.
of
You
those
raced a
cars.
wonderful,
Our
hard,
cars are pretty
shifting
strong,
race.
too.
Yeah.
Don't count us out.
That's right.
We're still here.
Chevrolet first,
You're welcome,
4th,
Menace.
6th, 7th,
See
and
you on
9th.
Thursday, Menace.
Toyota 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 10th. Ford picked up 8th, and then 11th on back.
All right, let's see what he does here.
A rather unique race in that it was caution-free, except for the stage breaks. Last year at the road course races, they gave stage points but eliminated the stage breaks. Brought
You're
them
welcome,
back for this
HG.
year. But otherwise, not an incident-free race.
He put the 24 in my 214. Yeah, he did a good job, Samuel Kid.
No tire fall off. Not even on the burnout.
Plenty of fuel, too. It's still wide open.
Yeah, that's a great shot, though, with that
they
drum
turned it
following
off.
that car doing that burnout.
Oh,
Great
well.
burnout by William Byron.
Good feeling, too, isn't it, Kevin?
It is a great feeling.
Well, a lot of the credit goes to the men standing on that wall, because on that final green flag stop, they got Byron out first by a good margin.
And needed it. Needed
Heck
it with
yeah.
Bell closing in on him.
They turned the camera off.
Blow the tires off of it. They're melted, Kevin.
They turned the camera
I
off.
just hope it doesn't catch the mud.
Oh, he
flaps
blew
on
the
fire.
tire out.
Tell you, in front of us
The
on
tire
pit
is
road, I see a
gone.
bunch of tired drivers getting out of these cars. This was a workout.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
full day's work, and we see right in front of us.
Looks
we
like
see
the tires
Corey
of
LaJoie
Bristol
laying
last
on the
week.
ground
Sure is.
on the outside of his car, and I can't express to everybody at home. Austin Cindric walking around his car exhausted. These drivers have given it everything that they've got, and it's a full day's work.
Jamie?
Well, William Byron admiring the burnout. He literally burned them down, gets picked up by Landon Walker. Starts the year as the Daytona 500 champion. You come here today,
JGR,
William, get your
Church.
first win at COTA. So many opportunities to make mistakes on a road course this size, yet you seemed flawless. How did you pull it off in such a dominant way?
Thank you, Bombshell.
Yeah, I feel like I made a lot of mistakes in the last 10 laps, just little micro errors, and Christopher was really fast there on the longer run. But this sport is just so hard. It is so difficult to, week in and week out, show up and have fast cars. And we've had a little bit of a rough stretch the last few weeks, but just put a lot of prep work in this week, and just thankful for the team I have around me, all the people back home as well. Joanne, who helps me, and Ken, who is here today, Max. So all those guys played an integral role in preparing, but just super thankful for having this opportunity. And Raptor, Chevrolet, Valvoline, Liberty University, all of our partners, Exalta, Valvoline, yeah, everybody, Hendrick Cars. So it's just a lot of fun to win races, and it's really difficult. Oh, and relay too. So
Rubber is on
we're gonna
fire.
enjoy this one.
All right, we talked about your boys over here. Your pit crew got it done today, 3 seconds faster than the one that got you back out in the lead. What is it like having a team like this that you know you can count on when you come down pit road?
Yeah, I just feel like when we're on, we're firing on all cylinders, whether it's pit road, strategy, calls on top of the pit box for changes in
Anybody
the car.
watching the race?
Just thanks to everybody on this team. There's
fire.
not enough people that get credit, but this is really cool. And like I said, we prepared really well this week, and it's just difficult, man. You just got to keep working.
All right, William Byron gets it done here in Austin.
Well, Christopher Bell comes home in the runner-up position today. Christopher, you were coming at the end there. Looked like this 20 car was really fast. Did you just need another lap there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously once I got to him, it was going to be tough to pass him. But just needed a couple of mistakes, man. William has been really, really good on the road courses, and he was flawless when it mattered today.
Saw a conversation post-race there with Kyle Busch just a moment ago. Was that about the contact in turn one, and how did that go?
I mean, yeah, obviously he's very upset, which, he ended up turned around. And, first off, I'm sorry to Larson in the 5 car. I got him earlier in the race, and by no intention at all, I didn't mean to do that. But, KB is frustrated about what happened in turn 1, and, I don't know. They were too wide going in there. I haven't obviously seen a replay yet.
Yeah,
but,
I know, man.
I had no intentions of turning him, and I'm sure we'll talk it out before the next race.
Thanks, Christopher. Josh?
Well, another strong day for Ty Gibbs, who comes home third. What more did you need to finish 2 spots better today?
Yeah, we were just a little bit too loose in the right-handed corner, so I just wish we were a little tighter, but we did a really good job today. My team did a great job. All props to them. Thank you to Monster Energy. He gets us interstate batteries. It was a good day for us. Good points today. We'll just keep working hard.
5 straight top 10s for Ty Gibbs, guys.
What a start to this season he has had. Very, very consistent, fast, and
5 straight
in the top 10.
10s for Ty
Corey
Gibbs.
LaJoie was on the ground after he got out of the car, walked around to the right side of the car, laid down for a while, able to get up under his own power. He's going to have a seat on the cart and be taken to the care center just to have a check over there after a very long and tough day. There's Corey.
Yeah, there he is getting up. Probably go back and get some fluids in him. It'd be good to go. Very hot out there. Long time, man.
Off-grid.
That's a grind for these guys.
Yeah, and he's not the only one. Carson Hocevar sitting on the ground. There's several of these drivers that are just exhausted from the day's work.
Thank you, Jamie.
A hard race in COTA with everyone ending up chasing William Byron and Christopher Bell. We'll check in with the Charlotte studio right after this.
All right. Awesome. Off-Grid doesn't like our channel, y'all. But you're welcome to be in here off-grid as much as you want. We appreciate you being here off-grid. Thanks for the view. But hey, everybody has a choice to watch what they want to watch. And here's where we are. So thank you so much for everything. Appreciate everybody. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate you. The Dutchman says very few chances for anyone to pass, and that fact the first place was way out ahead of everyone. I know. I totally get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. So, well, guess what? Now you don't have to worry about it ever again. There we go. So, let's see how the finishing order here. William Byron, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick, AJ Allmendinger, Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. is your top 10. 11th place, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, Justin Haley, Kyle Larson, Austin Cindric, and then Zane Smith. SVG in 21st, John Hunter Nemechek in 22nd, 23rd, Carson Hocevar, 24th, Ryan Preece, 25th, Corey LaJoie, 26th, Austin Dillon, 27th, Todd Gilliland, 28th, Kaz Grala, 29th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 30th is Kobayashi, and 31st, Harrison Burton, 32nd, Daniel Suarez, 33rd, Eric Jones, and 34th, Brad Keselowski. And then Noah Gragson, 1 lap down, Josh Berry, 1 lap down, and Timmy Hill, 2 laps down, Daniel Hemrick, 2 laps down, and then Michael McDowell, who had that steering issue. Man, that was a tough bout for him to go all the way. So there is all of that. Appreciate all the likes today, 354 likes, all the subscribes. We appreciate everybody that's been here today. And I wish I had a baseball left in me, but I'm kind of worn out. I know, Justin. I know that's right. Speaking of worn out, those guys got to be wore out with the shifting and all that good stuff. So, all righty. Let's see if, let's go to the main schedule here. Let's look at the laps led really quick, and then we'll call it a day. The 24 led 43 laps, with the last one, the most important, Christopher Bell, almost close with 9 laps complete. 9 laps led. Ty Gibbs led 1. Reddick led 1. The 10 laps on Chastain, and then Truex led 2, and Denny Hamlin led 3. And he led, got a stage on stage 2. Christopher Bell had stage 1, and that is it. So, all right. That is all on that. And I think we're going to call it a day. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, Off Grid. We know we love you. So, let's go to the mains channel. All right, that is it from COTA. Next week will be Richmond, and I hope you watch on for then. So make sure you tune in your notification bells. Thank you for all the subscribers. Let's take a look at the subscribers really quick. Bombshell, Zachary Allen, Bobby Sapp, John Bennett, Cindy Joe Moore, CrossFit XMS, Jesse, BLM6116, Chef Mookie, Michelle, Jeremy Dover, Brody Rogers, Aunt Peg, and Edwin Flannery, Barrett Myers, John Smith, Hyde Fu, Aaron Prosson, Bronny24 Ever, and OTLS Stewart, OTII Stewart, Otis Stewart, Tom S., Your Worst, and then Linda W. Varner, and then all the private subscribers today. We appreciate you. So thank you guys for making this stream amazing. And it was amazing. Yes, Butterfly, it was. So I'm glad you had fun out there. So until the end, we'll see you guys soon. Look forward to some more streams. We're coming up with some basketball here in a little bit. So until then, we will talk to you later. Goodbye from Tennessee. Thank you, everybody, for making it an awesome day, even though we weren't even supposed to do this. So thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. And I want to thank my wife, my lovely wife, Spain, for everything you do for us. I want to thank my mods. I want to thank our members that give your hard-earned money back to our channel. And I want to thank you for watching. So, and Off-Grid, we appreciate you too. Oh, let's listen to Alex Bowman. Let's listen to Alex Bowman.
This is a good track for you.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a good couple of years. You know,
Austin
we had a
loves
good
you.
day
Oh.
overall. Like, I think we did a good job.
Thanks,
we had
man,
good
Robbie.
strategy. The guys were working hard at trying to get me a little more rear grip to hang on longer, and might have had it. Just where we came back out on track that last stop. We were kind of right in the middle of some traffic, and I had to run really hard on low air, and I just feel like I hurt the rear tires, and they just didn't hang on. So we had a fast Ally Camaro, just not enough to catch a 24, but then we had to save some fuel and give up some spots there at the end. But yeah, all in all, a good day for us. Want more. It's been too long since we've been in victory lane, but we're getting closer.
Thanks, Alex.
5th place finish here for Tyler Reddick. Bring me through your day and what more you needed.
Yeah, you know, me and Billy Scott were just talking about that. Yeah, no, nothing really sticks out for us in our Beast Unleashed Toyota Camry, but yeah, I mean, the obvious thing is we just didn't maintain the lead as much this time around. Obviously, the downforce level is a little bit different, so I didn't really feel like we were really bad in any one spot. It just seemed like certainly we were just decent. So it was kind of just, I'd run wherever you kind of put me. So yeah, obviously I feel like we kind of got behind the ball when I made the mistake in the very early in stage 3. That kind of hurt us for a bit after we came out on tires there in stage 3. I thought we were pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. We'll go to work on it and try and see what all we were missing. But yeah, a little bit adds up around this big racetrack.
Thanks, Tyler.
Another top 5 for Tyler Reddick out there at Circuit of the Americas. Of course, he won this race 1 year ago, but today was all about William Byron getting his 2nd win of the season. Post-race continues after this.
All right, so that is it. We appreciate everybody. We'll see you next week from Richmond, and we'll see you this week for some Braves baseball and some NCAA basketball. All right, guys, see y'all later. I'm out. Peace.